Ba, ba, ba. Hey everybody, this is your captain speaking. Welcome back to the Captain Mac live stream on a fine, what day is today? Wednesday. I'm losing track of time because I'm dying. I'm literally dying. I wonder if you guys can see Luna right now. It would be rude of me not to show this off. You can just barely see her there. She found a spot on the ground where the window is shining through and there's a bunch of sun, and she is just soaking it all up. She's so warm right now. Her black fur just soaks up sun like nobody's business. So she likes to sit in the sun because it keeps her nice and warm. And it's very cute and it's very, very nice to watch. Microwave, how are you today? Oh gosh, I goofed up my camera and now I gotta fix it. It was worth it. I got to show you guys some good Luna action. Oh, she woke up. She looks confused. Luna, you good? She's good. She's fine. You missed the start? Did you miss the part where I showed Luna? I can show her again. I don't care. I'm just waiting for the game to launch right now. See her? Her feet are kind of sticking out. She's laying out in the sun. Look at that baby. Oh, back to sleep, I see. Anyway, Microwave, how are you today? Welcome to the best live stream ever. She has the tiniest cute... My family visit. So my mom, I don't know how much I've talked about this on stream. My parents moved to Nashville, which is about 500 miles away from where I live, about sometime last year. And I haven't really seen them since I went down and visited last September. I should show the game. But they came and visited, and I got to see them, and they kind of used my house as the base of operations, if you will. She's kind of a cat croissant. She's very much cat croissant, actually. That's a great analogy. So my parents showed up at my place, and then they brought my older brother, because he doesn't drive, to my place, and then my little brother came to my place after he was done from work. And it was nice to see them, but like, my two brothers hadn't met Luna, and my parents really didn't know her that well. Everybody was raving. Everyone was so like, Luna's the perfect cat. She's so sweet. She's so nice. I love this cat. Like, everyone was just loving on her, and they were obsessed with her, and I think she got a little bit of an ego from it, but she was very happy. It was fun. It was nice to see them, because I haven't seen them in over a year, and like, they used to live 5 miles away from me, so I used to see them a lot, and now they live 100 times that distance away from me. So she deserves the confidence. Yeah. Anyway, today's the last day of the Halloween event, and I haven't gotten the layered armor yet, so that's all to say we are going to be playing some nice old Monster Hunter and trying to get enough materials to make my layered armor before the event ends at 7. And I was planning on streaming something else today, but then I realized that I didn't have the armor yet, and that took precedent. Yeah, no, like before the virus even happened, they were like, let's just avoid this guy. It's a little loud. I'm always worried that Monster Hunter is a bit loud. It always seems like it's a bit loud. Hang on. So you're probably right. It probably is. We'll leave voice volume up. Background music volume. It's not down like 25. Maybe a little more. Maybe like 20. You have to let me know if that's good. Anyway, Microwave. Oh, you did see you're doing well. That's good. I'm all right. I wish I could say I was better. I haven't streamed in a few days because I don't want to get mopey on stream, but I'm super fucking depressed. I think it's because like the time just changed and we're getting into winter, so there's less sunlight, and like I get hit by that seasonal depression shit so bad. And I felt like crap the last couple of days. I haven't felt like doing anything. I didn't want to stream. I didn't want to work on videos. I didn't want to play video games or build models. Nothing was interesting to me. I keep getting blasted into this air immediately. If I die right away, it's gonna be super embarrassing. It's just been horrible. The only thing I've been interested in doing is watching rom-com animes. So I've just been sitting on my couch. I watched 18 episodes of Nisekoi yesterday. It's so fucking, it was horrible. So today I was feeling a bit better, and I decided I definitely needed to stream to get myself out of this shit. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of it. Depression sucks. Fuck depression. Let's cancel depression, y'all. I'm sick of its shit. So, you know, only okay is how I'm doing, but I'm feeling better today, so. I don't want to, I'm not saying it's the people, you know, give me praise or try to make me feel better or anything. I'm just being honest. I feel bad not streaming for a long time. I know you guys are super understanding about it, but I feel bad when I don't work on anything and don't stream, and it's just because I wasn't even motivated to do nothing, you know. I couldn't even like will myself to like get off the couch. Yeah, no, mental health issues is so bad. I watched a good one. I watched Toradora, which I've seen before. Toradora is fucking adorable. Love that anime. But then I was sitting there like, man, Toradora was so good. I want to watch more rom-coms, so I started watching Nisekoi, which I have started to watch before, but never finished, and it's pretty good. It's not bad. Toradora just makes me feel good. But yeah, so that's the story of my past couple of days. I feel bad because I asked everyone to you know, be patient with me with videos so I could take my time with them, and for the most part I've been really good about staying focused and working on them. I've got so much done in preparation for my newest video, and I'm super excited to show it off, but the past couple of days I didn't do anything. But hey, that's reality. He just closed off our exit. That's cool. I've tried to get into Naruto a couple times. I can't. Maybe it's because I watched it too much when I was a kid, and like I just can't get back past the beginning of it. Because I know it, I guess. I don't know. For some reason I cannot get into it. I've been watching Jujutsu Kaisen, which just got an anime recently. I haven't watched it yet, but I do enjoy that manga. However, I recently heard that people were praising it for being like different from other shonen manga, and I have to completely disagree with that. It is the most by-the-book shonen manga ever created. It's like humans versus an evil entity. Main character gets an overpowered evil entity ability to fight back against evil entity. Main character wants to protect people. Main character is wholesome and nice. It's like, it's all the same shit. It's completely the same as every shonen. Is the animation insane? I'm really excited to watch the anime, but I don't want to start watching it until I've caught up with the manga, just so I don't like bore myself with it. It's good. I'm not saying it's bad, but like if people are praising it for being different, it's not. It's so not. Shit. Can I can't do it. I mean, the big credit that I mentioned this in Manga Book Club, but like the main credit that I give to it is that I really like the character dynamics. The characters are really good in Jujutsu Kaisen. I don't know if Toda's been introduced yet. I can't imagine he has, because I think he's like chapter 40 or 50 or something, but Toda and Yuji's dynamic is fucking hilarious. I absolutely love it. Megumi's kind of a depressed emo bitch, but I like him anyway. And then Kugisaki, is that her name? Whatever the girl member of their class is, fucking love her. She's awesome. I get that she's supposed to be portrayed as like kind of bratty, but I like her anyway. I think she's cute, and I'd ask her on a date. That's it. Good, I'm glad I'm not the only one that likes her. Oh fuck, where'd that tornado come from? That wasn't there before. Yeah, I don't know if like class 2 has been introduced at all yet either. The Panda's fantastic too. The characters are really good. Satoru Gojo is an interesting enough character. I do feel like there's some problems with the way that he's written later into the manga, but like he's still ultimately fun. There's a right and a wrong way to do like overpowered characters like him, and I feel like Jujutsu Kaisen keeps walking back and forth between the right and wrong way. It's not really committing to either one. Stop being stinky, Mr. Kushella. Is this guy tempered? He isn't tempered. Okay, I'm just in this for the some guy was, or the guy in chat was saying we need to attack the head so it gets clobbered. It's like, bruh, we're fighting Kushala Daora in master rank. Pretty sure everybody in here knows how to fight a Kushala Daora. I'm hitting the tail because I want the tail, not because I'm worried about the wind, which I know is an issue. Like, come, baby. You want to talk to a veteran hunter like me? Like, I don't know what I'm doing? You best take stock of your life, my dude. Woo! Yeah, I have 3 other people in here, but they're, oh wait, no, just 2. But they're, I don't know them. So, you know, I gave my information out to strangers, and now they're gonna come to my house. Well, I mean, you should be distracted by the monster. That's the great thing about Monster Hunter. Even though you do have to work as a team in this game when you're fighting a monster, they're not super essential to what you're actively doing. So, I mean, yeah, whether they're there or not, all you have to pay attention to is not dying. And I'm pretty good at not dying. I gotta be real. I'm kind of a pro. I mean, I've been dancing around this Kushala. Kushala usually gives me some trouble, but I've been dancing around this one. Plus, he's fun to watch, so I don't blame you for that either. He's a very interesting dragon. Uh-oh, that might hurt. I've seen the art, so I know what you're talking about, and I agree. I think I know why you like him too. He's kind of like Nero from DMC5, but with black hair. I have not seen the gameplay of that game, but well, I think I've seen it in trailers. It didn't look interesting to me, but it definitely stuck out to me initially. No, I haven't seen any of the animation clips from that game. Put on some, what's the word? Flash pods. Okay, I thought it was flash pods, but for some reason that sounded stupid to me, so I was like, am I getting this wrong? It keep popping up on TikTok? You mean like the song from it or what? I don't know. I'm not on TikTok, obviously. A studio animated some some parts they didn't need to make them so high. See, these reaction games are my favorites. I'm not good at strategy because I'm a big dumb brain idiot. If I have to think more than a few seconds ahead of time, I'm screwed. So that's why I like games like this where I only need to plan for the next couple of frames. People just make vids about it. Is it that good? It is good. Here's what I was just saying to Microwave. It is good. It is definitely good. I really like it. But people are apparently touting it as being very different from other shonen manga, and I completely disagree. It's like by the books, the most shonen story. Like everything about it is so super shonen. Like overpowered character using like the bad guy's power against him, and it's humans versus demons and shit like that. Like it's so obviously like the same shit. So I don't know why people are touting it like that, but it is good. It's very good. The characters are fantastic. It's fun. It's a fun read. anime I've liked really a lot so far, but I can't watch it while eating because it's a bit gross. Are you talking about Jujutsu Kaisen still? Because if you mean in terms of the demons, then yeah. It's kind of like Fate. I don't know enough about Fate to comment on that. It's good. Like, I don't want to come across like I don't think it's good just because I think it's very by the books. But, like, you know, there's a reason stories like that are popular. They're fun to read. So, you know, no hate for that. I just don't want it. I just don't want people saying that it's not shonen when it is. It's the same. It's the same. It's exactly a shonen story. Anyway, Scorpion, how are you today? Anyone want to talk about anything existential? Oh fuck! This guy doesn't have an ancient forest camp. Stinky. How has this guy reached master rank without unlocking the ancient forest camp? I think he was missing another camp too. What are you doing? Where are all the guys? Where are all the fly guys? Oh come on! Don't tell me they're all not here. Daddy needs some fly guys. I don't want to fucking hoof it up there. Ah, god damn it. Yeah, there's definitely some gross designs in Jujutsu Kaisen. That's they don't hold back on that. They're very nasty. Do something unique with it, or that sounds stupid because like obviously, but do something cool. Do something funny. Do you like pull it up into a ponytail or anything? Like what kind of length are we talking? Are we talking like my length or like sweaty neckbeard length? I don't know if you'll understand what I mean by that, but go, you stupid idiot. The Dagon is the destination. Why do you want him to shave it, Microwave? Like 4 inches. Okay. That's kind of an awkward length where it's hard to come up with anything to do with it. Keep going, Stinky Jaggers. I don't want to walk. See, like, I'm a bad resource for what to do with hair because I barely know what to do with my own hair. I mean, you have to realize it took me years to come up with this look, and that, of course, means I have never changed it. I'm just gonna go for it. Like I'm about to be out of condensed tissue. Look of a wolf cut with curly hair. I don't know what a wolf cut is. I'm not up with what you kids are into. Nah, it's so bad when there's a lot of wind in this area. Come on, get him. Did you seriously just use a wound attack after knocking him that far? You were right up against the wall. I mean, he might not have actually had like anything in his fucking, what are they called? Slinger. I frequently forget to actually put anything in my slinger, so I can't even claim it if that's the case. Yeah, the barrels go big boom boom, and then the dragon goes big ouch ouch. You have like, I mean, I'm assuming based on like your profile picture on Instagram, Scorpion. Or maybe, I don't know. I feel like I've seen a picture of you at some point. I'm assuming you have like wavy hair. There's a lot you can do with that. Wavy hair is so, I wish I had wavy hair instead of like strictly curly hair. Hey, got him. That brown curly hair is a good fucking look, as long as it's not as curly as mine. I gotta look up the wolf cut. And I wouldn't worry about whether or not it's a quote-unquote women's hairstyle. Listen, men or women stole all of our hairstyles, you know. They're doing the fucking buzz cuts and high and tights and all that these days. So, you know, I say we jack some of their shit. It's our turn. I'm getting kind of a mix of versions when I looked up wolf haircut, but I don't think that's personally my own taste. Steal women's looks. Steal women's looks. All right, I got one of the 5 VIP tickets I need. At least I think it's 5. Just haven't seen another guy. Well, be the first. Do the thing. Hi, Luna Bungus. She just walked behind me. I don't know if you guys saw her. Did I get a Deora gem? I think I did. I wasn't paying attention because I don't care, but... Thigh highs on guys. Dresses on guys. Do it up, bitch. Women's fashion is so much better than men's. That's why I wear long cardigans. And that's like the easiest thing for a guy to steal, but like I still get people being like, is that a women's cardigan? And I'm like, no, it's a long cardigan. Why are long cardigans considered women's fashion? I don't understand that. That's such a weird one. I don't actually know how much I need for this. I need 5. Okay, that's what I thought. So I got 1 out of 5. I could wish list it, but I'm lazy, so I'm not going to. I mean, I'm wearing layered armor, so you can't tell, but I'm wearing the Spooktober armor, so it's not like I really need to worry about it. I'll get plenty of tickets. What delivers? So I need 2 extra ones for these. So that's a total of 7. It's big Dumbo mode. I don't understand it. I mean, like, you know, in Kill la Kill, people are controlled by fibers. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe the fibers decided for us, and we're learning to rebel, and eventually they're gonna have to do something about it. You never know. That could be the case. I don't want to do that. No more Furious Raging. Furious Raging is canceled, guys. Holy crap! I can't believe he got canceled like that. I haven't done many Stygians and Ogre. Stygians and Ogre is pretty fun. Might as well. Oh shoot. I thought it was Guiding Lance, not Eldritch Recess. I haven't painted my nails in so fucking long, but I love painting my nails. It's a good time. I just like men's like fashion is just so fucking boring. Like, I'm considered a pretty fashionable guy. Like, I get a lot of compliments on the way that I dress, but all I do is find a cool sweatshirt and wear tight pants. That's it. That's all it takes to be fashionable as a guy. It should take more than that. What the fuck was I about to grab? Nothing, actually. I was gonna... You know what? I'll grab some cold drinks. Luna, quit it. Luna! Quit it. She's hitting the blinds. I don't know why. Exactly! Exactly! If you want to be fashionable as a guy, wear a button-up... Wear any kind of long-sleeve shirt and roll up your sleeves. That's all it takes! I've been tricking them for years. That's all I do. I just wear tight pants and roll up my sleeves, and I'm a fashion icon. gray sweatpants season. Is that like a specific time of the year? I just wear gray sweatpants whenever I'm at home because I don't like wearing pants at home. I'm wearing gray sweatpants right now. Woo! Stop being stinky, Zenobia. Owie. Oh, he pissed. God, y'all see that perfect block? Yeah. Ooh, that was close to me. How many times have I fought Stygians and Ogre? Probably only 3 or 4 times. This is a fun hunt. Pretty much every guy wears sweatpants during the winter. Gotcha. It's definitely, there's a lot of guys in my area who wear sweatpants out of the house. I personally don't like it, but maybe that's because I'm such a fashion icon. I pretty much exclusively wear tight black pants during all the time, actually. There's never a time that I don't. The only time I'm not in tight black pants is when I'm at home by myself. I wear tight black pants through the summer because I don't like the look of shorts.
I see items I do not have. I must get the items without being obliterated. Arigato, Jinoga.
My friend Sean is like that. He isn't anymore. Well, I mean, I don't know why I said my friend Sean. You guys know Sean Green. He doesn't do it so much anymore, but when we were kids, he would wear shorts through the winter. And he is of Canadian descent, so... Fucking idiots died! I'm to follow suit very soon. I mean, it's just a personal thing. I just don't think they look good. But I'm also just kind of judgy about pants in general. Like, I don't think baggy pants look that great either. So, you know, take whatever I say as a grain of salt because I have a very specific style that I sit to. How does everyone feel about cargo shorts? Like, I feel like cargo shorts are the epitome of function over style. I used to wear them a lot when I was a kid, but now, like, can't do it. I used to have, like, some shorts, but now my shorts drawer, or what was once my shorts drawer, is completely empty. I don't even have shorts if I wanted to wear them. That's pretty valid. That's true. I mean, I've been seeing a lot of like, fuck. I followed a fashion subreddit recently, but I can't remember the name of it. But they wear a lot of really cool clothes. But there's a lot of people on there who wear cargo shorts, and it works. And it's just like that style. Hell, Dad joined the quest. Dude, we're gonna win. Utilize that slide dodge as much as I should. There's a lot of good places I could be using it. I just don't. Like right there. That was intentional and it felt really good. I slid back into action, if you will. Oh sweet, Helldad is a hunting horn. Wait, is it Helldad? Oh, it's Redead. Okay. I don't think I was getting buffs before. Maybe I just wasn't paying attention because I only care about myself. It can look good on some dads. Okay, I thought you meant dudes, not dads, but I like dads even better. They're hideous, but the comfort is tempting. listen, if it's comfortable, wear it. I feel like it's a constant balancing act of what are you wearing to look, what are you willing to wear that is comfortable versus fashionable, right? You have to find like the perfect equation for yourself where you're fashionable but not uncomfortable. But like if you're too comfortable, you're not fashionable, and if you're too fashionable, you're not comfortable. And I feel like I'm going crazy just talking about this, but like, you know, you get me? Like that's why I wear such simple outfits, just, you know, tight pants and a sweatshirt most of the time. Because I'm not willing to go the extra mile because it's uncomfortable. Oh, he pissed. Sorry, if you don't mind, I'm kind of in the middle of trying to train myself to use that dodge attack more since I hardly ever use it, and it's useful. I'm still improving at Monster, even fucking 600 hours in. Still trying to learn something. Wow, I feel like I had no way to avoid that just now, but maybe I wasn't paying close enough attention. Hey, you asshole, I was trying to heal. You wasted my potion. Why is this guy putting emojis in the chat in the middle of a hunt? Like, we're trying to do a thing here. Ooh, fuck him up. I'm in an awkward place with my shitty body shape because, like, in terms of like the size of my torso and arms, like I'm a small person, so in terms of like how thick my body is, I'm better suited to a medium size, right? But I'm too tall for them because if I wear like a medium sized shirt or sweatshirt, if I like lift up my arms, my stomach shows. So I have to wear larges even though they're kind of baggy on me. And I don't particularly prefer wearing baggy clothes, so. But I just have to accept it. I mean, I guess I've become more comfortable with it over the years. I definitely preferred wearing tight clothes before, and it was always like a debate on whether or not I should go medium or large, but now I pretty much exclusively go large. You don't want to be squished by your clothing? Why do I feel like there was an item that dropped back here that I missed? Maybe there wasn't, and I'm going insane. That's possible. Oops, I haven't sharpened in a hot sec. I don't know if they're planning to capture up there, but I'll sharpen just in case. Looks like they are planning to capture. Wow, very gamer. The classic prance. They do. They've been glowing for a very long time. When they released Iceborne about a year ago. Was it a year ago? I think it was a little more than a year ago. But they introduced the ability to make glowing face paint, and so of course I have that. Why would I not have that? Are you kidding me? It gets to look like an anime character in every screenshot. It's incredible. The full face glow is pretty hilarious. I am a fan of that.
Easy.
I don't care. All my bounties suck. Bad bounties. Stinky bounties. Anyway, does anybody want to have some existential conversation? I named this "Let's Get Existential" because I was gonna go and I was gonna talk about life and stuff, but I lost all the subjects I had thought about. So it's kind of the stream name is kind of a lie at this point. We've just been talking about anime and clothing. Oopsie, my bad. It's gonna be interesting to see if I can handle an existential conversation while fighting for my life. Life, like what about life? Like you gotta give me a prompt to go into or something. Buraki diosu. I don't want to do too many like really long hunts because I don't have a ton of time to try to get all these, but Burkidios is a pretty good time. I could waste some time on Burkidios, my boy. Why do we study? Like, what's the point? I feel like you actually chose a subject that I have very existential thoughts on. I feel like it's in the natural. It is blissful being dumb, but I feel like it's in the natural curiosity of humanity to try to understand the world around us, and that if you aren't trying to understand the world or gain a skill or just learn new things, there's no real point to existing. Maybe that's kind of a profound statement, but like when you stop learning, what's the point after that? You know? What do you do? Oh, were you talking about school specifically or just studying in general? Because like if we're talking about things, studying in terms of like wanting to, then like my answer holds up that that's just the natural human condition, and without it we have no real reason to exist. I mean, we have, you know, this advanced frontal lobe that no other animal really possesses. It stands to reason that it's our purpose to kind of utilize that, right? But in terms of studying for school and stuff, I think it's just like at some point people started deciding that like everybody within like their own country needs to kind of be on the same level intelligence wise to some degree. So, you know, some dumbass decided that algebra was an integral part of being a human, and that's why it's required in all schools, because every student needs to understand it so we can all be on the same level, even though ultimately in normal life it's not going to be that useful. Definitely fear of the unknown is a huge part of it. I really just hugely feel like there's no point to existing if you're not learning. Like, if I ever stop wanting to improve my abilities or learn new things, like, I don't know what I'll do at that point. I won't have anything left. That's all I know. I mean, like, you know, it's just kind of a reality of, like, it's gotten to, like, when school was first being made required, it was because a lot of the subjects that were being covered were legitimately important. But at some point, it's just blown out of proportion where, like, I feel like it comes largely because, like, colleges are tired of teaching certain subjects, so they're like, let's make it required in high school so we don't have to cover it anymore. I mean, like, learning to raise a better opportunity or a better generation would probably be a good motivation for, like, certain people, but I don't think that's, like, the natural reason for it. But maybe that's just me because I hate kids and I will never pass on my knowledge because it's all for me. I cultivated it. You know Gordon Ramsay's like super like not about putting up his kids. This is a big tangent, but Gordon Ramsay's like the real life Ron Swanson. When Ron said that he was just gonna give his kids enough money to get a taxi home from his funeral and like a hamburger. That's basically what Gordon Ramsay's like. Apparently when he goes on flights with them, he'll sit in first class and they'll sit in economy, and he'll tell the stewardesses that they can't bother him. Because he's like, I earned the right to be in this first class spot. They haven't done anything to earn it. And like, he's not going to leave them much in his will. Shit like that. Gordon Ramsay's a bit of a boomer. I don't know. I feel like everybody has to have their own reason to want to learn, and school makes the poor choice of forcing people to forcing people to learn things, and it inadvertently turns a lot of people off to learning because they're forced to spend a lot of time doing and learning things that they do not care about, and then it kind of pushes them away from the things that they do care about. I think that people left to their own devices will spend a lot of time learning naturally, but the way that we've set up school doesn't lend itself to that and even discourages it. I mean, like, think about how much time they spend on homework and stuff. Like, if I in high school was interested in a subject other than what was being covered at school, would I have time to learn about it? Probably not. Not without sacrificing a major part of, like, what little social life I'd already have at that point. The only reason I was able to learn about video editing in high school is because my school had video editing classes. I don't know if I would have pursued it otherwise, because I had such a limited amount of free time. I'd like to believe I would, because it's my passion in life, and I'd like to believe that my passion would have seen through, but who really knows, right? Uh-oh. I'm pissed. It's super about results more than learning, and it's super unfortunate that it's come to that point. There's major flaws with our education system that it cannot be resolved in a short amount of time, because it's so ingrained into, like, the boomer psyche that, like, this is how things are done, that any challenge on it they just bat away as okay zoomer, basically. Pay for a result. They mark it for a result, not that you actually become anything greater than you were. That's a good way of putting it. I mean, it's such a hard line to walk in terms of, like, talking about my own thoughts on school, because ultimately at the end of the day, school is vitally important, and if you want to make something of yourself, you pretty much have to attend college at this point. It just keeps getting pushed in that direction, and eventually it's going to reach a breaking point and things will change, but that day isn't today, and you have to focus on school if you want to, like, have a decent living. But if you're like me and you found a passion that school cannot help you with, I don't see a problem with not being involved in school anymore. I didn't work that hard in high school. I put in the minimum effort, and I got B's by not caring that much. I'm a decently intelligent person. I'm a hardworking person. I could have gotten a 4.0 if I wanted to, but I didn't, because I knew the stuff that I was learning wasn't going to help me be a better video editor. I mean, I got all A's in my video editing classes because that's something I cared about. And when I dropped out of school, a big rationale behind it for me was that nothing I was learning in school was going to help me with what I wanted to do. And I still believe that, and it's why I still haven't returned to school, even though at this point I probably should have. Because I can't learn anything that's going to help me from school, other than maybe more video editing skills, which I can learn from the internet if I so choose. So, you know, for someone like me to go back to school simply because it's the culture thing to do or the smart thing to do, it feels goofy, because that's betraying what I want for, you know, cultural or societal acceptance, and that's dumb. Well, it's all about, like, how much effort you're willing to put in because of what you want to learn. I got fantastic grades in video editing. I went really far with it. I did more than my peers did in who were on the same track, because it was something I was incredibly passionate about. You know, I did internships. I went out and I learned more than what was, you know, available to me simply through school, because it was something that I was interested in. If all of school was like that for me, I would have been a 4.0 student easy. I have no doubt in that, but I wasn't, because I didn't care about most of the stuff I was learning. So I put in whatever effort I needed to pass, and I called it a day. No, it's never the mandatory classes, because the mandatory classes, a lot of them appeal to, like, a small sect of who's going to be taking them. You know, how many people need algebra in their life? I remember specifically, I took like an algebra class one time, and I had a teacher that had this poster on the wall that like showed like a list of jobs that like every subject you would cover would apply to, right? In algebra class. So like one subject we were learning about imaginary numbers, and I couldn't possibly see the point of imaginary numbers. It's a theoretical algebra thing that is otherwise like completely pointless outside of theoretical algebra. So I was like, who the fuck would need this? The only job that was ticked for imaginary numbers was theoretical engineering, right? And it's like, what the fuck? So you're saying we're taking how much time to cover a subject that one person in an incredibly like small field is going to utilize? Why are we wasting our time with this shit? I'm going into video editing, not theoretical engineering. This doesn't apply to me. And that shit made me so mad. And there's so much of it that is ultimately that. I was talking to my mom about it a little bit recently. I don't, save for like a few exceptions, I think that like the vast majority of jobs shouldn't require a college degree if you know how to do it. She was telling me like about how like when her parents were kids, and my parents are in their 70s, so, or well, when they were in school, my parents are in their 70s, so we're talking about probably the 50s or the 60s, I'd guess. Like if there was a lot of fields like engineering where like you didn't necessarily need the degree, all you had to do was take the test for the license. And if you got the license, regardless of whether or not you got the degree, you could do the job. And that's the way that it should be, because you still showed you know how to do whatever is required for the job. They do matter. They matter in terms of your resume, right? They matter because a lot of jobs require you to have a college or university, whether it makes sense or not. But in terms of what you're actually learning, there's a good chunk of jobs that really don't require a college education that, you know, quote unquote required anyway. It just doesn't make sense. It's all fucked. I don't know what the college and university scene is like in Canada, I guess, but in America there's tons of jobs that require like college educations, and there's just no real basis for it. Scorpion's leaving in the middle of our existential class. $200 per semester, that's fucking, that's nothing. God, I paid $200 per class, or like per credit hour of a class when I was in college. And I went to a cheap college. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. It's so stacked against us here. It's why I get so heated about this subject big time. 'Cause, you know, I firmly believe that alongside our natural desire to learn, there should never be a punishment for wanting to learn something. If you want to learn something, you should be perfectly allowed to do so. But the United States completely punishes people who want to learn things. I want to learn more Japanese. If I had the option to, I would take classes in Japanese, but it would cost me so absurdly much that it isn't worth it. A subject that I am significantly interested in, that I want to explore better, I'm being held back from because of the cost of it. That's absurd. That's absurd. We're holding back our society. We're holding back human evolution by putting learning against a paywall. How much more could I do if I knew fluent Japanese, you know? how much more opportunities for cultural bridging could potentially be opened up to someone like me if I could speak fluent Japanese, right? But I have to shackle myself behind, you know, years of debt if I really want to take it more seriously than I currently am. And that just doesn't make sense to me. It should never be punished to want to learn. Yeah, no, it that would work. That would make it. That's basically what it is. Education is pay to win. I don't know what to say. Did EA invent college? Sure feels like it. Ah, he punched me. What up, bitch? Let's give you a cut you. What did I get exploded by right now? Was there an explosion that I didn't notice? It makes perfect sense, doesn't it? Yeah. Oh, EA invented college. They made the Ivy League system. And then there's the whole bullshit with like certain college degrees being worth more than others, and it ultimately being behind a paywall as well. That's the most pay-to-win bullshit. I mean, like, there's a great fucking moment. It's kind of a spoiler in Better Call Saul, where Chuck tells Jimmy that like his lawyer degree is not as legitimate as Chuck's because Jimmy got it from a community college and Chuck went to a formal law college. And it's like, no, you both have law degrees. It should be worth the same. But it isn't because the name on the degree is different. And it's like, what the fuck is that? You both had to take the same test to become a lawyer, didn't you? You both took the same bar exam. Who fucking cares what college it came from? You want to know why the USA is so glorified? Because in the United States, we glorify ourselves. This shit pisses me off so much. I have a friend named Andre. He is an immigrant from Brazil. He is top-notch brilliant. He was an engineer when he lived in Brazil, but he can't use his engineering degree in the United States. So he stocked shelves at the store I worked at. He had a fucking degree and he was making as much as me coming out of high school because the United States didn't recognize his Brazilian engineering degree. Like, what the fuck is that? Dumb as shit. All right, so we now have 2 out of minimum 5 tickets, preferred 7.
Easy.
Oh, that sucks. That sucks. I wouldn't want to live in the United States, especially right now. I mean, there's a lot of videos out there right now. I don't like getting political, obviously, but this is just straight up wrong. There's a lot of videos out there right now of Donald Trump supporters like going to polling locations and trying to bully people into voting for Trump. I saw a video of a guy telling someone he would kill them if they didn't vote for Trump, and it's like, these are the same guys who are fighting tooth and nail to keep the Second Amendment, the right to bear arms, but they refuse to acknowledge the right to vote for whoever you want. What? We are a democracy. You have a right as an American to vote for whoever you want to with impunity. And if anybody tries to take that away, how can these Trump supporters fucking go along with that? I don't get it. He has a cult following. That's what it is. They're a cult. It's fucked up. It's not okay. It doesn't. The United States is not a good place to be. It's just not. I would move out of this country in a heartbeat. I would love to do that. I would love to live in England. England seems like a lovely place. I know I goof on foreigners a lot as a joke, but England sounds like a fantastic place to live. I just can't afford it. And not we're not talking about affording like getting into England. We're talking about leaving America. I gotta pee. I'll be right back. Get da. Can you see Luna? She's just she's asleep on the couch now. The little black one. That's her. That's the Luna. That's the one and only Luna. I don't know. I don't get it. There's a lot of things I don't understand. I mean, there's things that I understand, and the thing that I don't understand is how it's gotten to the point that it's in and how it stays that way. But I know the answer. I know exactly the answer. It's that our political system is fucked. There's no one can do anything anymore. No laws ever get passed because human rights issues somehow become a political thing. I'm sorry. I'm very heated right now. Y'all brought me onto a subject I'm very heated about. She's very peaceful. I wish I could be that peaceful. I looked at her as I was leaving today, and like I just saw her like nestled in the blankets, and she was just like so perfectly fit there. It's like, god damn, I wish I was a cat. No matter how they're sitting, no matter how they're sleeping, they always look so comfortable. I fucking toss and turn in bed every night trying to find a comfortable position, and my cat will lay down in any position ever.
Easy.
It feels good to rant about this stuff. I don't know. It's been so weird seeing like through this election like how many people and brands have stopped being like anti speaking politically just because this is such like an issue. Like our president is a fucking disaster. He's a jackass. He's an idiot. And people are tired of it, and I for one am so for it, but it's like it's so weird to see like where it was once kind of like a taboo for YouTubers to speak about their political beliefs. It's now like supported, like, yeah, tell people what they need to hear. Black Lives Matter and Trump's a fucking idiot. Let the world hear you guys. We need the support. It's good. It's good to feel united on that front. And yet when I look at the current voting results, when it's so close to 50-50 and I'm not sure who's gonna win this late into the election, like it's like, how the fuck do these people still exist when there's so much hate against them? Yeah. It's been interesting. Holy crap, this is a big Jinoger. Oh my god. This is a big fucking boy right here. Look at that heckin' Bozer. Ah! Stop doing these things to me. Oh, he's pissed. I might be in like serious trouble here. No, we're good. He's focused on other people. No, he isn't. Oh! God damn it. I'm tired of hearing about it. Like, everybody's tired of hearing about it. More than anything, I just don't like, okay, not more than anything. There's a lot of reasons I don't want Trump to continue being president, but like more, a lot of it is just I'm fucking tired of hearing him. Every single day for the last 4 years, he has been in the news or in some video or on somebody's tweet. Every single day. I'm tired of having such a controversial fucker as our president. I don't want to hear about it anymore. I'm tired of all the jokes. I'm tired of all the news coverage. I'm sick of it. It's not a fucking sitcom. It's politics. I want to go back to the days of Barack Obama when no one really talked about him except for when he made important decisions or important shit happen. Like the daily goings on and his daily things that he said to people. Like it wasn't really reported on because he was a normal fucking stable president. And then this jackass comes on here and every time anybody questions him, he's got to make a stupid ass tweet. And I'm tired of seeing it. I'm so sick of it. I'm so sick of hearing about every dumb tweet he makes. Hi, Scorpion. Welcome back. Oh, fuck. This is going to hurt. I'm going to die again at this rate. I don't know why this Zinogre's focusing on me so much. I'm pissed. I should have dodged that. Anyway, welcome back, Scorpion. I already said that. I'm mad that I missed that tail. Oh gosh! I'm getting hurt a lot. I gotta stop doing that. Let's just avoid some attacks, not get hurt so bad. That'd be good. Oh, someone barely stopped him from doing his thing. That's good. Looking like a Dumbo in front of these hunters I just met. Do you have any other existential topics to cover, either of you? But describes your calling in life? Like mine specifically, or just like the idea of having a calling? Ooh! That's its very empowering individuals. That's good. That's a good thing. You're a very positive person, Microwave. It's been very nice to have you along for the journey of my failing Twitch channel. And wouldn't you think, like just as somebody who wants that for other people, wouldn't you think that like most people would want? That's the thing that's so hard to understand. It's like you want to understand the way that people think sometimes, but like it can be so hard to get into their headspace when your own is so vastly different from theirs. I got Dragon Bane pull off of Zinogre parts. Is that the point of this event? Like I can't understand the idea of someone like doing things that actively hurt other people. It's just a headspace I can't get around because I also like want to uplift people so much. Yeah, this is an ogre. This is an ogre's dropping furnace fuel. It's so important to try to understand people that you disagree with. It can be so goddamn hard sometimes because it's just like it goes against everything you're about, so you can't even understand where it comes from. covered in markings. He's really weakened up right now. How they feel is more important than what is right. Yeah. Yeah, I don't understand it. I can't understand it. If I were Jeff Bezos, if I had enough money to survive 70,000 lifetimes, just as a generous estimate, and I knew that people in my like basic warehouses were suffering because I weren't getting paid enough, I would take such a huge pay cut because he doesn't need all that money. He will never spend all that money. There's no reason for him to need that much money. He's made billions of dollars since the coronavirus started up, and yet there are so many people who are unemployed and suffering at the same time. And it's like, how can you sit there and be okay with knowing that you have like profited off of this when you already had more than enough money to last you multiple hundred lifetimes? It's like, why would you not give that back to the people who made it for you? I can't understand that logic. If you want to be super rich and be able to buy anything that you want, you can do that even with a major pay cut. Why the fuck wouldn't you? Rich people stinky. So everybody out there, this is an open letter to people in general. Just stop being such a dick. Just everybody in general, for everybody, across the world. Stop being a dick. Quit it. It's an ogre ticket. What does this an ogre ticket give me? I want it. That's the message of the Captain Mac live stream. Quit being a dick. Listen, I get it. Everybody's a dick sometimes. I can be a dick sometimes. We all do dickish things from time to time. Just stop it. You know, own up to it and realize, oh, I was being a dick there. I should not do that again. Not a big follower of religion, but I think the 7 deadly sins are a good guideline for what can rot the mind. Yeah, no, that's a good way to look at it.
Easy.
I don't understand it. And like there's those people out there who like revel in the fact that they're a dick. They're like, yeah, I'm an asshole. What about it? It's like, well, just stop. No one likes you. No one thinks you're cool because you're an asshole. Just stop. Everybody's ego just needs to be knocked down a peg. Just in general. Like, everyone needs to like step back, take some perspective. Can we get like some natural phenomenon where like everybody, like a bunch of people switch bodies with like their natural opposite for a day or something like that? You know? Like Trump can switch bodies with some illegal immigrant who's seriously struggling to get by, and then he can understand that struggle a little bit, you know?
Easy.
People stinky. People so stinky. This is it. This is all that's available for. Did I press the wrong one? SOS. I pressed the wrong one. Savage Joe. Everything people want to hunt is Elder Dragons and tough stuff, and I get that, but I gotta like get some tickets, y'all. That's an okay one. I'll do this. I haven't hunted a lot of Fulgur Anjanath. It's not really like that hard either. Like it's like a lot of people out there seem to think that they are existing in a video game where where everybody else who isn't them is an NPC, and like nothing they do really has an effect on that person because they're not real. They're just an NPC, right? But it's like, what? That doesn't make sense at all. You have to realize, like, the things that you say and do can be interpreted differently by different people, and even if you don't feel bad about the action or the thing that you said, you always need to be aware of and apologetic about the effect that it has on people. Oh, I'm sorry. Did you mean Endeavor from My Hero Academia? Yeah, he's a bad dad. Don't like that guy. Very stinky. You know, that's bad stuff. That's some real stinky stuff right there. I feel bad for anybody who's like stuck into like a set path. I feel bad for, and I shouldn't. Well, I mean, it doesn't super make sense to, but I feel bad for the fucking Queen of England because she was stuck into this life of royalty that she's been in for so many decades. And it's like, I'm sure somewhere in her heart, even if she loves like her life as it is, at some point in her life, she's wanted to be something else, and she cannot step out of that role ever. And I would hate to have my life decided for me like that. I would hate it. Like it's fun to fantasize about a world where like the Queen of England, you don't have to work a day in your life, and everything's taken care of for you, and you're just adored by the masses. But like, goddamn, her life must be fucking stressful. She has to have perfect manners all the goddamn time, and she can never not be the queen. You know, she can never not be that person. Oh, God, that one kills me with my dad. I don't know how much I've talked about my dad on stream before. I don't have a good relationship with my dad. And a lot of, like, his big reason for why I should, like, accept him back into my life is because he's my dad. And it's like, no, you're a shit dad. You've never been a parent to me. My stepdad was more of a dad to me than you've ever been. Why should I ever accept you back into my life? That doesn't make sense. Because you gave birth to me? That doesn't give you a right to my life. Not at all. If you're a shit dad, then you don't deserve to be a dad. I think it comes from like an old, it's definitely like the advent of the internet has given it a lot of perspective where like people start to fully understand that like they don't have to like the people that are immediately around them because there's so many different people out there, and like especially family wise, like you don't have to get along with your family. You don't have to like be involved with your family's life just because they're your family. And like that sentiment still exists where it's like, oh well, they're my parents, so even if I hate them, I love them deep down. And it's like, no, that doesn't have to be the case. You know, the reason I don't like my dad is because he's not a person that I like. It has nothing to do with like, oh well, he's my dad, so I should be involved with him, or he should be involved with my life. He's not a person that I would want to associate with, so I don't. I didn't know you had a sister. Maybe you mentioned it at some point. I don't pay attention. I'm sure like it would hurt my mom's feelings to hear it, but like I don't put a lot of stock in the idea of family values, or the idea that you have to love somebody just because they're a part of your family. And that's not against my mom. That sounded weird. I love my mom. She's the best, and I always will. But like, you know, I'm never gonna be too super close with my brothers just because they're my brothers. My brothers are people that I don't tend to get along with that well, and so you know. I'm not mean to them. I don't actively hate them, but I'm also not going to go out of my way to build a better connection to them. Because they're my brothers doesn't mean they should be my best friends. What? Are you fucking kidding me? The guy who started this quest just withdrew and left me alone. Why'd he do that? I didn't even faint. Ow, asshole. Yeah, no, 100%. Like a parent should absolutely have that mindset of like, this is my child. I have to love them no matter what they become. But for a parent to love, for a child to love a parent just because they're their parent, that's an absurd idea. built off of, years of isolated society. I know it sucks because I hear stories about people like I watch the Gus and Eddie podcast a lot. Gus Johnson, Eddie Burback, super funny, talented dudes. I like to listen to them, their podcast. They have super close relationships with their families, both of them, especially with their siblings. And it's like I listen to the way that they talk about it, and it's like I kind of wish I had that with my brothers, but I just don't. We're too different of people. Returning adopted kids is like that should be illegal. Like that child should be taken from that parent anyway, but they should also be incarcerated for even that ideal. What the fuck are you doing, dude? Owie. My eye is twitching like crazy. Daddy needs a banana. My eye's been twitching since yesterday. Usually it goes away. I don't know what causes it. It fucking annoys the hell out of me though. I'm doing better with this slide move. I really should have been using this a while ago. I don't know why I've been failing to it for so long. It's fucking useful. Yeah, get sucked on, fuck. Fucker. I don't know what that insult is. Get sucked on, fucker. Wow, 3 knockdowns. 12 grand tonight. You're having a bad day. I kind of feel bad for like not having kids until I doubt I'll ever have kids. I dislike kids so much. I can't imagine myself ever like not hating kids. And like I'm such an individual with such like a free mindset that I can't imagine shackling myself and like putting my own needs aside for somebody else for 18 years minimum. Like I just can't imagine that. There's too much that I want to do, and I only have one life to do it, so why should I? And I know that like it's fulfilling for a lot of people to set aside their own needs for someone like that, but I'm not that kind of person, so I'll never have kids. Plain and simple. Ah, dick. Like a sniper shot. That was my Yeah, I don't know. I still haven't like really told my mom or my parents that I don't have kids. So here's the thing, right? Because I feel slightly guilty about it, but I also like know in my mind that I shouldn't feel guilty about it because it's my life. But like my stepdad is the sweetest person ever. He's been such like a kind person to me in my life. He loves kids, but he, without going into too much detail, he can't have kids of his own. So when he started dating my mom, he like took my brothers and I like as kids of his own so easily because he always wanted kids. So, my mom is always talking about how badly he wants to like hold a grandchild and like have a baby to take care of and all this stuff. And I'm like, well, my older brother is gay. He's not having kids. My younger brother, like me, doesn't hate kids. I'd be surprised if he ever got married. He's not that kind of person. I love the idea of marriage. I want to get married so bad. I will never have kids. So like they see me as like their last chance to like have a grandchild, and I am fully set on the idea of not delivering on that. Like I want to give my stepdad that opportunity to hold a baby, but it's not mine. I'll when I'm rich and famous, I'll get one of my fans to lend me their baby. I'll be like, here, you can hold this for today. I significantly, like, I kind of prefer the idea of almost like surrogate children, if you will. Like, I've had a lot of mentors in life who kind of like, I've had people in my life tell me that they see me as like a son, and like I see those people as like parents. Like, my first video teacher was someone who was a big guide to me, not only in video production, but also as a person. And so, you know, I kind of see him as like a surrogate father figure, and he sees me as like a surrogate son. So, you know, that's a very wholesome relationship, but I don't want to have a kid of my own. I'd love to mentor somebody and pass on what I know, but I don't want a kid. Stinky idiot, you're gonna get discharged on. Yes, sister. It's on you. It's on your side of the table. Push a child out of that body of yours. Go through months of pain, painful labor, all because your parents want it. But that's what some people fucking seem to think the deal is. It's like, it's not. You beating up on the popo? Be nice to the popo. They're sweet chats. I need a hot drink. I'll never forgive you for the pain that I put myself through for your sake. Fuck, stop. Me eat my steak. Right over my head. God damn, stop. Doing that same move over and over. You're so original, Folder anyway. Will you use the damn tail raider signal, please, Frankie? How many times I gotta tell you, boy? Because I'm distracted by existentialism philosophy. I feel like I'm venting a lot today, and I'm sorry if that's annoying, but it feels good to talk about this stuff. This is a good subject choice for today. I needed this. I will never let down this grudge. The pain you put me through with childbirth. It will never happen. I'm glad you guys like it then. I appreciate it. Ah! Oh, you almost got me there, Angie. Fangie? Do you call her Fangie because he's Folger Angie? Folger Angie? Stinking bitch he is. That's valid. That's pretty much where I'm at in life. I was dating somebody not too long ago, and like I just realized I don't have time for it. Like, even though I'm on an easier schedule and all, like I have too much focus on my channel and on my work to like properly date anybody and give them the kind of attention they deserve. So I pretty much just reserved myself to the idea that I'm probably not going to date until I can do this full time, which means I might not ever date again. I can't put it I can't put the care and attention into a relationship that I need to. Ooh. Gives me some time to vent too. I want to hear it, y'all. Y'all, if y'all want to vent too, let's do it. Yeah, if you want to talk about something, it's fucking Captain Max therapy hour. Let's go. I'll validate you. That's my job, people. I want to validate you. Am I not going to get that VIP ticket because the person withdrew? Because if so, that's going to be really annoying. Dating fucking sucks. I hate it. It's so weird, right? Like when you've been in a relationship for a while, it's pretty awesome. Like when you get into a groove with a relationship with somebody, like that's pretty great. The beginning of a relationship fucking sucks. It's so awkward and weird. I hate starting a relationship. It's never a pleasant experience. Or maybe I just haven't dated somebody who makes it a pleasant experience. I don't fucking know. I haven't dated that many people. I'm a fucking loser who hangs out in my house and plays video games and makes dumb videos all day. I don't even fucking. I'm not out there hitting up the bars and meeting all the ladies. I'm sitting here talking to you guys about how the school system's fucked. We're watching rom-com anime. It sucks. Ending a relationship sucks. It is. It's a bad time. Dating's stupid. Emotions are dumb. Sever your connection to your heart and become a stone wall. That's the only road to happiness. Why is my... Did someone send me a fucking guild card? Who sent me a guild card? It's the jackass I was just hunting with. Wait, are they in this hunt? I think that's the jackass who withdrew from my hunt. Go fuck yourself, idiot. I'm not gonna... Maybe. I'll give them the benefit of the doubt. Oh shit, she's standing right there. I thought she went back to her nest. HR 8? Never mind. That's not the person I was hunting with. It's just some fucking guy, dude. I feel like at this point in my life, and I say that as if I'm an old man, but as a young person who thoroughly hates dating, just like I said, like the beginning of the relationship is such an awkward experience and it's so hard to be a part of. Like, I don't know why it's so shoved down our throats that you have to date and you have to find that one you love and all this shit. And it's like, well, you don't. You really don't. So why force it? I'd rather like find someone who I feel comfortable being around in any setting and just like make a really good friend, and then like if I'm romantically interested in them and that evolves into a relationship, that's perfect. That's great. All my happiest relationships have been like that. So I don't know why I try to force myself to go on like first dates with people I don't know just because like, oh, dating is a thing you're supposed to do. I'd rather just wait for it to work out on its own. Fuck it. I don't care anymore. Caring's for nerds. We're in a nihilistic a world right now. Well, like, the reason it works, right? The reason it works to date someone you've been friends with for a long time is because, like, for me at least, the person that I want to date needs to be someone that I'm fully comfortable around and someone that I am friends with more than anything. Like you know, Sean, my friend Green, like, him and I have such a good friendship relationship. Like, I can ask him if he wants to, like, do anything or like, hang out, watch any movies, watch any shows, go to any event, play any games. We have the kind of friendship where, like, nothing is like uncomfortable to do together, I guess. And that's what I would want out of a romantic relationship too. I would want the kind of person that I'm okay with being around in any situation. So to try to force it by dating someone I don't fucking know, why am I doing that to myself? Why would anybody want that? If you're not friends with the person that you're dating, then you're doing it wrong. This is why all these boomers hate their wives, because they found someone they wanted to date rather than someone they wanted to be friends with. They didn't take the time to get to know somebody. They just picked the first person they wanted to put their pee-pee into, and it was over from there. High school dating's just no, it's terrible everywhere, Scorpion, and dating when you're that young is so fucking dumb. And cause like God, when I think about how different of a person I was year to year in high school, it's like, how the fuck could have anybody expected me to maintain a solid relationship at that time? I was a different person every fucking week. I'm glad, like, that's one bit of culture that has seen a big shift in the recent years that I'm very happy about. Like, there's no longer that, like, boomer ideology that you just, like, find someone you like and you, like, marry them right away. Like, people take the time these days to find someone that they feel is right, and that's a good thing. But a lot of people still aren't waiting long enough. Like, fuck me. One of my best friends in high school, she, like, dated some guy and, like, got engaged like 6 months after starting to date him. It's like, what? No, that's not long enough at all. And sure enough, it ended in divorce. I think like an ideal relationship is one like PewDiePie's where you date someone for like more than a decade before you ever become like married. And marriage itself isn't like really necessary. It's more about finding that one person you want to spend all your life with, right? And it's like you can't decide that in 6 fucking months. What are you doing? Yeah, no, and like I told her like at the time too, like I don't like to be that guy who tells people how to live their lives, but I was like, are you sure about that? And she was like, yeah, 100%. And like, she was wrong. College is better because at that point in your life you start to become more cemented as a person. Like, you know, like I was just saying, like I was a different person like practically every week when I was in high school. But now as an adult, I feel like the amount that I have changed as a person between 18 and 22 has been much less than between 15 and 18, you know? Explosion time! Woo! I haven't watched this cutscene in a very long time. I think I should. It's funny, the first time I saw this cutscene, I was actually with the serious handler, and it was a very different cutscene, and I wasn't aware of that. I thought she just stood in for the handler. Oh, excuse me. But no, it was a different thing. Speaking of Monster Hunter, I'm like really avoiding like any news on Monster Hunter Rise. I kind of ruined Monster Hunter World for myself because I paid so much attention to every announcement about it that by the time it came out, there were hardly any monsters to hunt that I didn't already know about. So I'm not doing that with Rise. I'm trying to avoid like anything that isn't the initial trailer. I want to like not know what's coming. I want some surprises. You know, I want to enjoy some nice little laughs of like, what really, wowie, zowie, boo bop a doo. How many of those tickets do I have by now? I know I don't have enough, but I'm not sure where we're at right now. I gotta pee again. I've been drinking water and getting excited. When I drink water and get excited, my bladder goes, what's happening? And then I pee my pants. Square Plus? Oh, it's a layered armor. I see. Leon Plus. Where did this one come from? Zenogre ticket? That comes from Zenogre? That's weird. What did I get on here for? Oh, that's right. The layered armor. That's what I was on here for. Yeah, I still only have 3. I mean, I don't know. I'm kind of iffy about what I define as a friendship, right? Like, I think you should be friendly to everybody that you meet. You know, I'm friendly with everybody that I work with at where I work. You know, but I wouldn't consider a lot of those people friends. They're just people that I'm friendly with. I got pee again. I'm too young to know about that. Like, what do you? I guess it comes down to what you define as a friend, right? Like, there are people who out there, who consider like everybody that they're friendly with a friend. But to me, I'd say like a friend is someone that you can like be very candid with and very real with and very emotional with.
Easy.
Black Veil Valhazak, I cannot imagine something I want to be less. I haven't done this yet. Can get a completion on this. It is Toaster. I don't want to do any of these. What do we got in the assigned drone? Oh, you know what? I do need to do this, and I haven't done it yet. And if I'm gonna get a group to do it, I might as well, right? I mean, I don't know. Like, it just comes with. It comes with time, and it comes with experiences, learning about this stuff, I guess. But for me, like a big thing that I took a communications class in high school, or not in high school, in college, with a teacher that was really passionate about communications, and it was specifically about communication within interpersonal relationships. So, you know, not only people that you're dating, but people that you're close to. And I learned so much about what it means to trust somebody and like what it means to communicate with somebody that has very much shaped who I am today. It had a very profound effect on me, mostly because that teacher was so passionate about it and was so excited to teach about it. But like, I understood so much more about humans after taking a class about communication that it really has helped me out through the years. It helped me be less naive, because it started, you know, I was talking about earlier where like there's a lot of people out there who seem to like see themselves as like the player character and everyone else is an NPC who like their actions can't actually have effects on. That class taught me what it means to recognize that your actions do have effect on people and that other people are real beings too. I mean, I think it's fair. It feels weird to be like, I don't hang out with that person just because I don't like being around them, even if they're nice enough. But like, sometimes there's just people who's like your personality just doesn't mesh with for whatever reason, and I don't think that's something to feel ashamed about. It honestly is. Like the biggest takeaway I got from that communications class was like the recognition that like not everybody perceives communication the same way, and it's why, like what I mentioned earlier, you don't always have to be apologetic for your actions if it offends somebody. Sometimes your actions can have good intentions but be perceived negatively, but you always have to be apologetic about the effect it has on people, right? If you do or say something that hurts somebody's feelings and you don't think the action itself was wrong, that's fine. Apologize for how it made them feel anyway, because you made them feel bad and they're another person. You hurt someone, whether intentionally or not, and you should feel bad about that, even if the action itself isn't something you should feel bad about. Help people that you interact with to understand the why behind your actions and apologize for it anyway. It's such an easy concept in my mind because it's something I've practiced for so long at this point, but it's something that so few people seem to grasp. Fucking Lance. Can you explain that a little easier? Let me see if I can come up with an example. I'll think about it for a second. It's one of those things. It's like it changes your mind when you realize the meaning behind it. Want to be my friends without fail. They all give me a headache, so I decided to not talk more than necessary to anyone under 17. Yeah, no, that's definitely a good move. I mean, you know, you do have to be selfish sometimes, and you do have to be like, I just don't want this in my life, and it kind of sucks for those people, but you're just being honest, and I don't think there's a problem with that. Okay, you know what? I can probably use a personal example. Let me see if I can come up with a personal example. I have many because this is a concept I didn't grasp when I was younger. Or maybe I don't. I don't know. Okay, you know what? I have a recent example. I have a recent example that that happened that I had to apologize for. I was at work, and I was when I bring in new. It's not important. The reason why I swept up a bunch of flour off of the floor, and then I went up to one of the pastry stations that had a trash can by it, and I dumped out the flour that I had collected into my bucket. And when I did that, the girl who was working at that station, she said, "Mac, you just got flour dust all over that workstation." And I said, "My bad," and then I walked away. When I say my bad, in my mind, that means I'm sorry, that was my fault, I won't do it again. I know that not everybody perceives it that way. A lot of people perceive my bad as being very dismissive, like she did. She thought it was very dismissive of me to say my bad and then not acknowledge it any further. And it hurt, and she was mad about that, and she expressed that to me at some point, and I apologized. I apologized for making her feel that way, and I said, "I'm sorry, that's not what I meant." I said, I meant that I am sorry, and I didn't mean to do that, and I apologize for making you think that I didn't care. So in that example, I don't think what I said was wrong, because the way that I perceive my bad is different from how she perceives it. But I still apologize for how it made her feel, because I still made her feel bad, whether I like it or not. Does that make sense, Scorpion? That's kind of what I'm talking about. The things that you say or do are always perceived differently by different people, and you have to apologize for the way that you make people feel, even if you think that the action itself is just. There's too many people out there who are unwilling to apologize because they're like, well, that's not what I meant. And it's like, okay, apologize anyway. You made them feel bad. Express that you didn't intend something a certain way, but apologize for it anyway. It's a big part of how I matured as an adult. It's a realization that even if your actions have an intended purpose, that's not always how they'll be perceived, and you have to apologize for that, whether you feel like you need to or not. You have to apologize for how you make people feel. That's just I cannot express it enough. Like so much, like a lot of the mistakes that I made when I was younger could have been avoided if I understood that in and of itself, because a lot of the things that happen in my life I would explain away by like, that's not what I meant, or that wasn't my intention. And even though I was right in that regard, I should have apologized anyway, because what I did was still wrong. It can be a difficult thing to understand, but when you do understand it, when you put it into practice, it makes like your relationships with people so much better. It's a hard thing to get done. I mean, I like that example was like 2 or 3 weeks ago. It happens all the time anyway. I try to be very conscious of like how the things that I do and say will be perceived, and I try to tailor what I'm going to say or do around the person so that I can avoid hurting people. But sometimes these things happen and you have to own up to it. Can you just get out of here, Babness? We're doing Brachydio stuff. I might have hit the wrong one. No, I hit the right one. Okay. It's hard to walk that line, Scorpion. I think you have to be forgiving about people, but it also it depends. Yeah, they're both tempered, by the way. Canon, how are you today? We're getting existential. We're talking about relationships and apologies today. How are you today? What were you playing? I saw you were streaming, but I didn't see what. I think it can depend on the degree of, you know, the mistake, but you also like. You have to be aware of when people are trying to make something right, and I think you should always give people the benefit of the doubt and try to accept them when they try to change or legitimately try to apologize. People make mistakes. It's a reality. But you have to kind of look at what the deeper meaning of a mistake is and whether or not people are legitimately trying to fix something they caused. My dad is a great example of this. This is getting a lot more personal than I was expecting, but I'm okay with it. My dad is a fantastic example of this. Like I said, I don't get along with my dad. I think he's a bad person. Every day in my life, I strive to be a person that is not like him. He's a very selfish person. He tries to guilt trip people a lot. And so he, for years, has been trying to get back into my good graces and get me to, you know, let him be a part of my life again. And I haven't let him. Because all of his actions in trying to show me that he's changed have showed me exactly that he hasn't changed. All of his like proof, quote unquote, that he's changed is based on things that I don't consider actual change. Is what I'm trying to say, and I don't really know how to express it. But like he's always trying to guilt trip me and like whenever he tries to get me back into his life, he always poses it like this. He always poses it like I want to have my son back, or he says like, when are you going to be ready to have a father again? And it's like, I have a father, my stepdad, John. He's been more of a father to me than you have ever been, and I don't need you in my life. You're someone that I don't get along with. He only sees it from his perspective. He only sees it from his perspective, and in his eyes, he wants his son back, right? He never sees it from my perspective. He never tries to understand what I'm thinking, and that's why he fails to get through to me. If at any point in my life I started to see that he started to see it from my perspective and tried to understand my way of thinking of it, that would be a different story. I might be more willing or receptive to his his change if I could see that he was actually changing, right? So I think, you know, if someone hurts you enough, it is acceptable to not forgive them. But if you can see that they're genuinely trying to make change happen, then you should be receptive of that. Link's Awakening remake, hard mode. Okay, I still haven't played that. I don't really know Link's Awakening, so, but I do want to play that game. I don't think I'll cut them out further, but I'm gonna need some time. That's totally valid, and like if they're not willing to accept that you need that time, that's a good indicator that they aren't taking your needs into account. You know, because if they aren't understanding to what you want, then that's, you know, that's a red flag, 100%. Guilt tripping sucks. Guilt tripping is a terrible thing. And my dad is so guilty of it, and it's why I strive so hard not to do it. He does it to my brothers on a near daily basis. Like every time my brothers talk to me and try to get me to talk to my dad, it's always clearly because he guilt tripped them into talking to me about it. No, I very much doubt that my dad will ever truly change. I very much doubt that my dad will ever see things from my perspective and try to change based on that, rather than his own selfish interpretation of it. But, you know, if he ever does, I'm open to that. I'm not so hateful of a person that I would never give him that chance. But, you know, after, God, it's been like 7 or 8 years since I last willingly talked to him. I still haven't seen that. Like, that's indication of itself. Yeah, no, it's a lot of times people want, it can be so obvious people want to change, or people want you back in their life for their own reasons, and they're not trying to understand your feelings or what you want at all. And, you know, if that kind of person comes into your life, separate yourselves from that person and don't give them the time of day. You know, you're a person. You're not an NPC. Your thoughts and feelings matter. And if they don't accept that, then they don't deserve to be a part of your life. Don't play Link's Awakening on hard. Is it that bad? Did Nintendo actually put something hard in one of their games? Fucking wild, dude. Yeah, it's bad. This is a weird live stream, guys. I've never talked about my dad this much, but hopefully that sheds some light on the kind of relationship I have with my dad. He's a lot of who I am as a person now is based on not wanting to be like him. If that gives you any kind of idea what relationship I have with him. This is... Woo! I made it. I mean, that's why you move so much. So hard to pin you down, boy. Oh! Should have known that was coming. I should have dodged that. Oh, that's gonna hurt. Don't do it again. I'm trying to be alive right now. Don't embarrass me in front of my teammates. Woohoo! Ooh, double damage and no heart drops. Okay, so that's kind of a simulated hard mode, but that's still definitely a hard mode. Come on, throw him in no mountain. Do it. Yeah. It's hard for me because like my dad's side of the family is not made up of terrible people. My grandma and grandpa are amazing. I love them so much. I have since I was a little kid. Oh great, someone went and fucking died. But like whenever I talk to my grandparents, they always want to bring up the subject of my dad because my dad has guilt tripped them too. And they're always trying to get me to like talk to him and they ask me like, when are you gonna stop being so bitter? And I'm like, I'm not bitter. I just don't want to associate myself with that kind of person. You know, like they want me to see my dad as a dad, but I don't. I see him as a person, and as a person, he's not the kind of person I would associate myself with. If he were someone that I was not related to, who I met on the street, he is a personality type I would not continue a friendship with. And that is the sole reason I don't talk to him.
Easy.
I don't know what I was just looking for there. Argosy is their turn. I already did that.
Easy.
Thank you, Microwave. Yeah, being bitter and making a sound decision for your well-being are very different things. It's totally different. Forced to be better with your shield, to know what happens when you jump, and have knowledge on where you can get healing items. Gotcha. Yeah, no, that's the major thing you learn as an adult. Is that adults don't know what's going on either. We're all fucking muddling through and trying to figure it out as we go along. I still don't know what the fuck I'm doing. I'm starting to doubt that a lot of the other adults I know do either.
意地
I could do an Otogaron. I haven't done an Otogaron in forever. Like not qualified to be an adult? Or not qualified as like as a leadership figure. I mean, I think about it all the time. Like I don't feel that different in terms of like responsibility from when I was 18, and yet I have this apartment all to myself, and it's expensive, and I have to work to afford it, and yet I don't feel like I'm an adult still, you know? Like I feel like there's still so much I don't understand about the world and I have to learn. But somehow I'm like living an adult life, right? Like if someone in high school saw my life, they'd be like, "Oh yeah, this person's an adult," but I'm not really an adult. I don't know what the fuck's going on. Definitely don't move out until you feel like you're ready. You know, there's a big push these days to like move out when you're young, and like everyone has to move out by the time they're a certain age, and it's like, don't listen to that bullshit. I moved out when I was young because I have two brothers who are slobs who I shared a bathroom with, and I was tired of living with them. That was a big motivator for me. I was more than ready to move out. I'd been ready to move out. But if you don't feel like you're ready to move out, don't. It's a bad idea. You'll regret it. I mean, everybody's winging it to a certain extent, but yeah, you definitely have to be reliable in that situation. Yeah, I mean, like that's if an adult is living at home, like a parent should start to treat them as an adult and give them space to not be a child anymore. But there's no problem with living at home when you're older. I don't regret moving out, and I would never go back. I would have moved out exactly when I did if I could again. But like, you know, some people aren't ready for that at that time. I moved out when I was 20. That's pretty damn young. But that's not for everybody, and I'm not going to judge people who are like, you know, in their 30s and not moved out, because maybe they just aren't ready for it yet. And if their parents are like okay with that, then so be it. What are you doing? Yeah, you're ready to move out when you've been driven crazy by somebody. Yeah, no, that's one of them things that happen, Canaan. Definitely being financially ready is another aspect to it, but mentally ready is huge. Just don't be like a freeloader when you're an adult. I'd say is something that I personally think. Like, you know, when you're a kid, like it's the expectation that you live with your parents, they pay all your bills and all that shit. But when you get to a certain point when you're older, especially when you're like out of college and maybe working a real job but still living at home, like start to take on some of the bills, offer to pay rent. Don't be a burden just because you're not ready to move out. That's another valid reason too. I mean, shit, it's an expectation in like Chinese society that when you grow up into adulthood, you'll come back and take care of your parents. So, you know, staying with your parents because you like them and want to be there for them is completely valid too. Yeah, no, 100%. Like, living with your parents and paying rent is always going to be cheaper than living by yourself and paying rent, but you still should do it just to get some sense of what it's going to be like. Oh, you tried to yell and someone stopped you. What is happening? Oh, I'm carving it. I'm carving the tail. I didn't mean to do that. Excuse me, guys. Woo! Watch it, Odie Garon. Did I T-pose on the Odie or did it? I wasn't paying attention. I'm paying so close attention to chat. I'm like, I'm glad I'm playing Monster Hunter for this conversation because Monster Hunter is such a subconscious thought for me at this point. I'm able to focus on this conversation without dying horribly. With Dark Souls, we can't have conversations like this when I'm playing Dark Souls. I'm way too focused on that game. But here, I can take my time, respond to some chat, even read some chat while Odo or Garon is viciously trying to rip apart my flesh. Whoa! Frame stutters are bad today. I don't know what's going on. I do think I need to upgrade my computer a little bit. My parts are still good, but they're also full, so I think some of them are kind of slow. Dark Souls 3, I might be able to pay attention, but with Dark Souls, like the Zen mode playthrough I'm doing right now, like there's too much of that game is foreign for me to pay attention to shit on stream. Yeah, no, some games, like, they just take too much brain power for you to stop and talk. My mom actually got so spooked, I told her I might move away from my master's, and she told me, you don't even know how to take care of yourself. Wow, fucking got him. My mom was never worried about like my ability to take care of myself because among my brothers, I was always more like just doing my own thing. Like I think I was the youngest of my brothers to like when I first got a job. I was the youngest when I got a car and started taking care of it. But that's less to do with it is to do with age because my older brother was older than me and didn't drive before me. But that's because he didn't trust himself to and still doesn't, which is valid. But my mom was always like, you're gonna be fine taking care of yourself. The only reason she like tried to dissuade me from moving out was because she wanted me to like save money, and just before I was like had like a full job and was taking care of myself. But I didn't listen to her because I didn't want to, and I don't regret it. Whoa! This dude would be running past though. What the heck you have? You bitch! You bitch! You had to do that right before I did my discharge. That was a dick move. Fuck you, Otogaron. You got it anyway. That's what you get for being a dick. You get a condensed discharge too. Oh, I moved away. What an asshole. I don't think you would like Dark Souls 1, Kanan. Like, functionally, it's just too goofy. It's that game is definitely like it's less about like personal skill and more about figuring out like how to work with the game's jank, which is not like a fun kind of difficulty to me, but I still enjoy playing it anyway. Uninstall programs in chat distracts me. I mean, that can be hard for some parents too. Like some parents just aren't ready to let go of their child and not ready to not be dependent upon it anymore. I think like in my mom's case, for a good amount of time, she was like, it's fucking time. She has, I mean, you know, I'm one of 3 brothers, one of 3 boys, and we're all pretty close in age. So by the time like I was ready to move out, she was like, fuck it, get out of here, guys. I'm done with this shit. But now that my younger brothers moved out too, like my younger brother just moved out. He was the last of us to move out. And she said she doesn't like how quiet it is in the house. So I think she's missing it now. I think she's missing being dependent on it a bit more. Yeah, no, I definitely don't think Dark Souls 1 would be for you. But I know what you enjoy. We know Ace. Us boys are doing it. And that goes back to what we were talking about that goes back to what we were talking about earlier. Like some parents out there find fulfillment in being dependent on. I, for one, find it very frustrating being dependent upon. I'm trying to take care of myself out here. You want me to take care of you too? Fuck that. Oh, whoever's running that bow gun just did a ton of damage this over here, and I don't even need to see the damage done to know that. Where you going, baby? I'm glad that I live in a generation that is more open about its understanding of the world and more open about emotions and whatnot. Because like definitely in like the boomer and greatest generation age, it was definitely like you gotta just like you can't let other people know that you're struggling. You can't let other people know that you don't fully grasp things. You gotta just fucking fake it till you make it, pal. And now like we live in a mindset. Like where I work, for example, like we live in a mindset where like it's understandable. It's like people are gonna make mistakes and you need to ask questions. And if you're not asking questions, you're doing it wrong. And I like being a part of that. I would not want to be a part of a world where it's like asking questions is frowned upon or not understanding something is frowned upon. Sounds so fucking stressful, doesn't it? Like, how is everybody just willing to accept this? Did none of them be like, you know what, this sucked for me, so maybe I shouldn't do this to other people? Well, I guess someone had to because that's the way that our world is now. But, like, seriously, how did it go so long? I don't get it either. It's one of those things that I completely failed to understand that I tried to just so I could see that perspective, but I can't. It's so stinky. We're all in this together. You know what I mean? It's not all about like, you know, we all gotta get it, and I don't know. Yeah, I mean, I understand to a certain extent. Like when I was raised, it was kind of like at the tail end of that, where like it was still somewhat frowned upon to be Mr. Questions McGee, but like later into my childhood, it was definitely like, ask questions, ask all of the questions. If it's a dumb question, ask it. I'll call you stupid, but I'll answer it anyway. You know, and like, I'm glad that I was able to like adapt to that rather than staying with what I was taught as a younger child. That's how I try to be as like a leader when it comes to my job, because y'all know I'm in management and all that. I definitely like. I did hear like one time a customer complimented me because they said they said I give off the kind of vibe like nothing that they can ask of me is too much, and that they think it must make me really easy to work with. And my coworker said that it does make me easy to work with, and I was like, fuck yeah, that's exactly what I want. I want to be the easiest person to work with. Not only am I surprised that this Odogaron isn't dead yet, I'm also kind of shocked that like these guys have fainted twice so far. Like, I mean, Odogaron is hard. I shouldn't judge. Odogaron was the first monster that gave me trouble, but at the same time, like, this is Master Rank. Y'all step up your fucking game. Odogaron can be hard. Don't be a judgy bitch, man. Listen, okay. Diablos is hard, but she's also fun. That's why I get you the tissues, because you act like it's some fucking chore to fight Diablos. Diablos is a goddamn joy to fight once you understand her. But fine, Kanan, I'm sorry. I'll stop bullying you. Oh, I misread your comment. I understand what it says now. Black Diablos is so much fun to fight. Are you kidding me? Oh, come on. Come on. I'm glad I give off that vibe. That's exactly the kind of person that I want to be. Like, I would so like, you know, I always think about it like because I work with so many people who are like not like that. Like, I'd so much rather be the person who like you can come to for anything, you can ask anything of, and it'll always be okay, or rather than being the person who's like, that's not my job, I don't have to take care of that, that's not my job, why would I need to take care of that? I would hate to be that kind of person. Or I'd hate to be like acting like, you know, asking a question is such a big deal or something. Yay, me! I did it! I'm an easy to work with person. Woo! I know, we don't talk as much as we used to, Kanan. I don't like it either. It's very stingy. That's 4 out of 5 minimum, 7 preferred tickets that I need. We're getting there, boys. My daylight hours just shifted. I was just talking to Microwave about this. The recent like shift in daylight savings fucked me up. I got that seasonal depression like, whoa. This, I'll be honest with you guys, like, this stream has helped a lot. It, like I said before, like, it's definitely helping me to vent. I feel like the stream was a good idea. I'm glad you guys got on here and are being like active and talking to me. I love talking with you guys. I love you all. I can't believe people actually watch me play video games. I can't imagine it actually being worth watching, but I'm glad y'all are here to talk with. I know I haven't like caught one of your streams in a bit either. I feel bad about that. I gotta like whittle down how many people I'm following on Twitch, because there's a lot of people I follow on Twitch that I virtually never watch, and so like I get notifications on my phone that people are streaming and I just swipe it away without even looking at who's streaming, and then I'm like, wait, fuck, who was that? So I don't even see when people are streaming because I'm not even looking at the actual notification. It's like, what the fuck? What am I doing? I gotta whittle down how many people I'm following down to like people that I'm actually interested in interacting with and watching. I mean, half the time I find out you're streaming, it's because I started streaming when you're streaming. I'm glad, Microwave. I'm glad it can be fun for you despite not knowing what's going on. Yeah, I gotta be. That's part of why I don't. That's part of why I find it difficult to like interact with Twitter, because I see so much stuff from people I don't follow and see so much stuff that I don't care about that I find it hard to get engaged with Twitter. But I feel like I've been better about it recently. I've been more active on Twitter recently. It's been fun. We've done some things. I haven't done this one, and it is a thing. Maybe I should use a different weapon. I'm using Charge Blade all day. Aw, I feel so good, glad to be part of the 5. It's hard because, like, you know, there's such like an air of networking in, like, you know, the internet realm. Like, everybody has to be networking. Everybody has to like interact with everybody else, and you have to follow a million streamers and talk to all of them, or else you're never gonna make it. And it's like, I don't like a lot of people. I don't want to talk to a lot of people. Maybe I just won't do that instead. Have we ever thought about that as an option? I play stuff that doesn't interest you all the time. I know that I do. But I think, you know, when it comes to a streamer, it's more important to like find someone that you connect with on a personality level rather than someone that you're only watching for like a certain game or something. That's why a lot of streamers kind of don't make it. I feel like that's why like people like Ninja, like his fame is dying down. Because people only watched him for Fortnite. No one gave a shit about his personality, and that's why he's like, now that Fortnite's dying, he's dying along with it, right? But all my favorite streamers play games I don't give a fuck about, and I just watch them because I like their personality. That's the kind of streamer that I strive to be. 10 minutes worth of voice lines. Okay, that's interesting. I haven't used Insect Wave in a hot sec. Yeah, me too. I mean, like, so many like other streamers who have like found more success than me have like told me, and I'm sure you, the same shit. Like, you know, you got to play a certain game and find an audience there. And it's like, well, I get bored playing the same game all the time, and I don't want my entire brand to be connected to a single game that I have to play forever. So how about I just don't do that? I don't care if I die with 100 followers. I'd rather have fun with it. Thank you, Microwave. I do need to be reminded to eat well. I've been eating badly lately, so thank you. Have a good night. Thanks for chatting with us. It was nice getting to connect with you a little bit more and talk with you for a good chunk of time. I hope you have a good night and that all is going well in your life. I definitely like I've chilled out on streaming a lot over the years. Like, you know, when I was first starting out, I was listening to like all the advice of other streamers around me of like how to like gain a bigger audience and get more followers. I just did not find it as fun. It was stressful. It made streaming not fun. Hello, Raffian. Someone give me an order. Okay. Pookie. Oh, he's out of here. Ah! Pardon, monsieur. Could you not do that ever again, please? They got pulled. It feels more fun to do too. Like, you know, when I was like just trying to gain followers, doing whatever is expected. Like it just felt like a job. It felt like I was watching the clock, like waiting till I could end the stream, and I hated that. And now I've been streaming for, Jesus Christ, 2.5 hours. I haven't like really paid attention to it at all because I've just been talking with you guys. It's so much nicer. You can just have fun with it. You can just fucking enjoy it. Do it the way it's supposed to be done. Can you, Rathian, you woke up with, I'm gonna get you out of here because I'm sick of your shit. So here's some shit to make you know how sick of yours I am. Get out of here, Rathian. Well, yeah, you weren't here the entire time. It's like you've been sitting here for 2.5 hours by accident, man. But no, I mean, like I sometimes I'm glad I kind of made the subject of this stream talking about existentialism because we got into some really good conversations. I find it hard to do Monster Hunter streams because I know this game so well. I find it difficult to find anything to talk about. But having a legitimate conversation about like life and stuff, that definitely made this time go by much faster. Ken, have you seen the trailer for Monster Hunter Rise? I'm going the wrong way. Oh, I know where he's going. He's not going that way at all. I'm a dum-dum. Well, I just meant like the reveal trailer. I'm avoiding, I was just talking about this earlier in the stream. I'm avoiding watching anything more about it because I want to be surprised. I followed the development of, or I followed the release of Monster Hunter World too closely so that I basically ruined a good chunk of the game for myself, and I don't want to do that again. You don't know what to think of it. Like, in what sense? Are you afraid that's going to be too much like Classic? Because I'm fairly certain that's not the case. Like, I know they're definitely keeping the combat style of the World. I mean, they're bouncing back to like the cuter or more cartoony art style of the older games. But as far as I'm concerned, like as long as they're keeping the combat style, that's all that matters to me. I actually kind of miss the more cartoony vibe of the old Monster Hunter games to an extent. I think Monster Hunter World is incredible and it's beautiful and I love looking at it. But like, sometimes there's just, you know, there's a goofiness about it. I mean, like, you know, the more realistic style of Monster Hunter World didn't allow for a lot of the less realistic monster designs that are kind of more fun to hunt. Well, I mean, Monster Hunter World is definitely still grindy, but not as much for sure. That is one thing I'm worried about. I'll give you that. From what I've heard, the skill system is going to be a combination of the old classic style, which was terrible, and Monster Hunter World style that was much more manageable. So I'm curious to see what that'll look like, but I hope it doesn't go too far in the direction of classic, because with that shit where it was like, oh, you have to have, 10 skill points in a certain skill for it to actually activate. It's like, that's a pain in the ass, bitch. I still haven't played Genshin Impact too much. Is it like super easy? It seemed super easy. I wasn't really struggling with it. But I know like they're keeping the open world maps. They're putting a bigger emphasis on like movement through those maps too, with a lot more verticality. They're keeping the Monster Hunter World style. What did I come out here for? I don't remember. Did I need to talk to him? Terrate is far. That's why. I'm excited for it. I think they're going to do like a really good job with it. But again, I'm avoiding anything beyond what I've already seen because I just don't want to like, I want to surprise myself. I want to be surprised. That's valid. Yeah, no, I can definitely see that without even having to play it much. That makes sense. Kristen, what's up? How are you today? I haven't seen you on a stream in a long ass time. What's up? I'll let you update me. Well, I'm not going to know much because I'm avoiding the development myself, but what I do know is I was screaming at my screen because I was very excited when I saw the reveal trailer live. It was very exciting for me. I'm doing great. We're talking about life and shit today. So if you have any life stuff you want to talk about, we'll solve it. We'll fix your life. The Palamute is awesome. I love like they're adding that they're adding that to use as a traveling mechanic. I'm a big fan of that. What was I about to do? I was gonna check how many tickets I have. I think I just hit 4 or 5. That's what I do. Welcome to online therapy, which is not recommended by any actual therapist because I am unqualified. However, I will fix your life. Okay, I got enough for the layered armor. Boom. There it is. We did it. I need 2 more VIP tickets to get the rest of the decorations. Maybe you should become qualified. God, I could not be a therapist. that would be horrible. If we're talking about, like, I love to hear about my friends' issues and talk about their issues with them, but, like, to be in charge of someone else's mental illness and like, helping them through their shit, God, couldn't do that. That's too much weight on my shoulders. I don't think I would. I'm a very impatient person. Well, okay, that sounds what I meant that has been taken out of context is that I enjoy being there for my friends. I like when they can open up to me about their issues and I can help them through it. I don't like when their lives are fucked up. Thank you, Kanan. Maybe maybe I'd be able to convince people to be honest with themselves. I'm so afraid that, like, just shut up. Just do it anyway. It's gonna be fine. Go for it. Take a risk, you fucking loser. You want me stuck like this forever? That'd be me as a therapist. How have you been, Kristen? Haven't heard from you in a while. What have you been up to? Sounds like a good therapist. All right, it's decided, boys. I'm going to therapy school. Stop focusing on the goddamn vigor wasp. There's a monster in front of us. Oh, that monster's glitching a bit. He do be glitching, though. Hey. Oh, okay, cool. Did you move there just for funds, or do you have like a job there or something, or you just like you're like, it's fucking time, I'm out of this place? Which, if that's the case, I fully understand. Gotcha. Well, that's very exciting, though. New environment. By the way, Kanan, I think I'm pretty sure you told me when I was talking to you about where I've thought about moving. You mentioned Portland. I looked into it. I'm actually considering that now. Portland seems like it'd be a great mix of like what I already like without the things that I hate in this current city. It's nice. That's good. Are you in school or anything? I don't know what the fuck's going on with your life. We don't ever talk. Yes, Oregon, not Portland, Maine. I would not move to Maine. Maine is farther north than where I live now. You stupid bear-off. Stupid idiot bear-off. No, I'll hold off on getting the orange because we're getting close to his death. Well, yeah, right now it's a bit of a nut house, but you know, it's not always like that. Hopefully it won't stay like that forever. Who knows? These protests have been going on for a long ass time. I'm curious what you mean by that. Looks like they're capturing. I've been in this hunt for like 2 minutes. All right, cool. I did it. I helped. Woo! Woo! I'm the best hunter. They needed me for this.
I'm a stretchy boy.
All right, that's one of 2 additional VIP tickets. I only need one more, and then I'm good. And then I can comfortably never play Monster Hunter ever again. I've done everything I ever wanted to. That's a lie. I would never stop playing Monster Hunter. My mom was telling me that shrooms got recently like legalized in the state that I live in, and I didn't fucking know that. Or maybe I'll get lucky and I'll get this ticket one try. Is there anybody that I feel like hunting? I do need to do this one, so I might as well. Failed to join quest. Never mind. Still work at the same place? No, I don't. I work somewhere else now, but I won't say because I'm on stream, but if you message me later, I will be happy to tell you. Namiel could be fun. I haven't hunted Namiel enough, but I don't fucking feel like it. God. I guess I should focus on quests I haven't completed yet. I haven't done this one yet, so might as well, right? I did not get to work with Jules. She started working there after I left. It was actually really funny. I went there to visit recently, and like I was standing there talking to my old manager, and just shooting the shit with him. And she walked by and she was like, "Oh hey Mac," and I looked over and it took me a second, and I was like, "What? When did you start working here? Like no one told me that." It was really funny. It just completely caught me off guard. I didn't expect it at all. I love it there. I mean, I miss it horribly. Like, I miss the people that I worked with so much. I miss a lot of the work that I did. But it's an unviable company, and shortly after I stopped working there, they got rid of my position. And everybody in the company who had my position was laid off. So, you know, if I hadn't left, I would have been laid off. And, you know, not to mention that I didn't really get paid well enough there. But I did love working there. I do miss it pretty frequently. I mean, like, I love it at least compared to what I'm doing now. The work I do now is so much less interesting and less fun, but I get paid much better for it, so it's worth it. Yeah, it definitely, it seems like a good option, and like I was looking at like rent prices, and you know they're not great, but they're about on par with what I'm paying now compared to a lot of the other places I was looking at were much more expensive. I forget who's required for this. Oh, it's just Nargacuga. Sorry, I thought I was still in the hunt where I had to hunt too. Woo! Not today, bitch. I'm pressing the wrong buttons because I don't know what I'm doing with this weapon. Did I get him? I think yeah, I just barely got him. Good. It is great. Do you already have a job out there, or are you kind of just roughing it since you just got there? You a Nargacuga fan? I didn't know that. Nargacuga's fun to hunt. Nargacuga's a good dude. Whoa, Nargacuga, quit moving to me. You're dangerous. You're doing dangerous things over there. You're gonna hurt somebody. You gotta love that doubled up bug. Come on, give me a red. I don't care. Just give me a red. Thank you. Leave on now. That's surprising. Nargacuga can be a bit of a pain. I feel like he was harder. He was harder in Classic simply because you couldn't move as easily. He's easier in World because World is so well designed in terms of its flexibility. Planning on getting shit. Okay, cool. All right. Well, I'm voting for you. Do the do. Get the job. Get that money, honey. Woo! You cannot hit me. You're an amateur compared to me. Oh, I thought that might hit me, and that would have been embarrassing if I just shit talked to me. You bite me! How could you do this? You stinky bad man. That was the first major hit I took today. Just give Daddy a little red. Come here, boy. Give Daddy a little red. No. That's orange. Do you not know your colors, Nargacuga? Red is pretty similar to orange, but it's not. It's not red. It's orange. Fuck you. Stop dodging. Bad man. Thank you. Ah! Asshole. I'm glad to hear you're doing well as well, Kristen. Keep on going on, I guess. I don't fucking know. Thank you for stopping by. It was very nice to hear from you. Maybe the world's shifting back to normalcy in a few days. What do you mean by that? Are you talking about like virus stuff? Because we're in the middle of a peak in America, a second peak. Because people here are fucking morons and won't just wear their goddamn masks. What are you doing? Presidential elections? Oh, who fucking knows? God, I've been watching that shit hour by hour. I'm so stressed out about it. I haven't looked at it in a bit, and it's kind of stressing me out. See, now I have to check. All right, nothing's changed in a bit. God, these slow states that are taking forever. If Biden can get Michigan, as far as I'm concerned, he's got this. Because the other two states he's got don't look like he's gonna lose them. But he needs one more state, or it's gonna end in a tie. That's the worst. That's the bad part. Right now, I did the math. He's got Nevada, Wisconsin, and Michigan. And if he gets all three of those states, he ends up right at 270. That means that if Trump gets the other states, it's a tie. And I don't really know what happens in the event of a tie, completely honest with you. If we can get Pennsylvania, we fucking got it. That's 20 votes right there. But he has a long way to go still. Like Trump's very ahead in Pennsylvania, even though there's a good percentage that hasn't been reported on. Oh, fuck. You did the math? Okay. I'll trust you. I really hope so. God, I hope so. I was just talking about this earlier. I'm just so tired. Like, not even from a political standpoint. I'm just tired of the guy. Tired of seeing his tweets. Tired of seeing all the comedy jokes about him. I'm tired of it. I don't want to hear about him anymore. He's a dead subject. Oh my god. That was close. Oh my god. I really hope that he can keep Michigan. I was not liking seeing that my home state was fucking going towards him. It's because I live in such a liberal area, it's like hard to believe that my state ever got close to the point. Like, everybody in this area fucking hates the dude. Oh wait, I don't need to sharpen. We're capturing this guy. Well, like that's the thing too, right? Like what the fuck was that? When you look at like how much red there is versus blue, it's like such an indication of like the mindset, right? Like Trump gets all of the underpopulated areas, and you want to know why? It's because when people are grouped together, they have a heightened sense of understanding for one another and of humanity, and are more empathetic. The reason that Trump gets all those underpopulated areas is because they're all thinking about themselves. More populated areas have a more group mindset where it's like we have to help each other out, and that's why Biden's winning the populated areas. It's high IQ. What I want to see more than anything, and this is just, you know, my own personal grudge against this situation. In 2016, Hillary Clinton won the popular vote, but lost the electoral vote, and that's why she didn't end up as president. I would love, more than anything, I would love to see Trump win the popular vote, but lose the electoral vote, because I want to see what a crybaby he'd be about it, so that that people could throw it back in his face that that's the exact same way he won. But that's just a personal grudge thing. More than anything, I want to see him lose.
Easy.
I mean, the funny thing is, like, his whole, like... The funny thing about it is that, like, Trump set himself up for failure, essentially. Because he said like a long time ago that if he loses the election, he's not going to recognize the results of the election. I don't know what that would look like exactly, but he set himself up for failure, because if he loses, then he can be a crybaby all he wants, but he's still lost. If he wins, we get to say we don't recognize the results of the election. You know, like he set himself up for failure there. Right, but like we aren't fully counted in yet. That's the only thing. But you know, I just think it'd be really funny. I'd like to see him win the popular vote but lose the electoral vote, just so he can be a crybaby about it and we can throw it back in his face. That would make me very happy. I'd be a happy man. But that's because I'm a bitch with a grudge.
Easy.
Alright, I did not get the ticket I needed, so I gotta do at least one more. Hopefully I'll get it this time. It's not a Odogaron. Odogaron, what is wrong with me? Radabon in a while. I'm just tired of the funny talking orange being on my feed all the time. He's been the punchline of every joke for 4 years, and we're all bored of it. I don't know how, like, every talk show ever is still focusing so heavily on jokes about the guy. We're all tired of hearing it. No one thinks they're funny anymore. Oh, he's got funny small hands, and he talks like this. Like, come on, every joke has been done. We're sick of it. So, you know, that's the more important part of this presidential election. The comedy. We need a shift in jokes, okay? That's the most important thing to note here. I grabbed the wrong charge blade and I don't have the right decorations on this charge blade, but it's okay. This is a major blast weapon and I just want to blast this Radabon apart more than anything. Ugh. I'm tired of it. Everybody's tired of it. Except somehow not everybody, because he's still getting so many votes and it's still such a tight race and I find it unbelievable. I mean, yeah, the only reason I mostly use my Safijiva Charge Valda charge weight is because it's balanced and I don't have to change it between hunts, but like, when it comes to monsters that are weak to blast, I'm gonna use a fucking blast weapon, baby. Let's go. I'm gonna blast those bones right off the boy. I think I'm gonna end up right underneath him as soon as I get up here. Okay, lucky me. Oh, I was not in a good spot for that. I'm kind of stuck in here, aren't I? That's right, you check out my blast weapon. I love Radabon. He's not that hard to hunt, but he's just so much fun. He was the first monster I ever... He was the first monster in Monster Hunter World I hunted just to get his armor. To get his full set. Oh, God. Alright, Kanan, thanks for stopping by and talking with us. It was very nice to talk to you as always. Have a great night. And get some sleep. He tried to claim them. I don't know what that means, but that sounds like something he would do. He said something along the lines of if he didn't win the Michigan Bowl, he would never come back to Michigan, and all I can think of was like, good, thank you. Told you I was gonna blast this boy apart. I blasted his tail right off. Was Zan the man with the plan? Gonna take down this Radabon. That was some good rhymes. I don't know if you guys were following that. Maybe it was lost on you because they were so like high IQ and so difficult to process. But that was insane. And Radabon is ready to go die in the main frame. I'm trying to give me some. Just throw like 8,000 bits my way. That's nice. I barely hit him with that super amped elemental discharge, and that's embarrassing. You never like to see that. It's so disappointing when you fuck up on a super amped elemental discharge. It just makes me feel bad. I don't want to be the guy who's always shooting his shot and missing any. You miss 100% of the shots you don't take. But if you take all the shots and miss anyway, then you look like a dang Gumbus head. Wayne Gretzky. Wow, you barely did any damage to me, right now. Seems like a weak beat. Can you roll again? I think he's trying to get me, but I just happen to be in a spot where his axes can't reach me. Oh, I just barely missed a chance to charge my sword. Stinky Radoban. He might already be in. Let's see. No. Oh, yeah. Oh, no. I thought he started to limp, but he was actually getting ready for a roll. This guy's always rolling everywhere, making so much noise. He's like my neighbors upstairs rolling shit across the floor all dang day and bothering me. Yeah! That's right, I knocked you out of your fucking roll with my badass air attack. Cause I'm a hot lady. Do you see me? Do you see what I'm wearing? I'm a strong, independent woman with a hot ass dress, and you ain't fuck with me today, boy! Who do you think you is exactly? That's right, get out of that water. I'm sick of your shit. You wanna get a bunch more bones? Fine, I'll blast them off you too. No problem. Are you trying to capture this lad? Come on, I'll walk a little closer this way. Stinky bad man. Yatta desu ne, yatta. Oh, I didn't get to collect that last one. Come on, baby, give me that VIP ticket. I want it. I need it. I need it. Fuck. It didn't give me the Nang ticket. I gotta do another hunt. I'm one away from what I want, so I feel like I have to see this through. Just as you could see me cracking my fingers, that's a little weird. I don't know why it's weird. I just feel weird about it. But my fingers were stiff, and I did something about it. Do I have two and I don't even know it? There's a firm possibility. I've obviously been very distracted during this live stream.
Easy.
Nope, I still only have one, so I need two. Why doesn't anybody put out SOS flares on Jagras? You know? I could get so many tickets if I just hunted a bunch of Jagras.
Easy.
Hello. Boku no namae wa Mac desu. Monster o hunter desu ne. I want to finish that. Calm down. Do that. All these monsters are stinky. That's the problem. People only need help with monsters that are stinky. This smells so bad. I almost got this earlier, and it would advance my master rank, so fine. I suppose I'll do it. But if they die and screw this up for me, I'm gonna be an unhappy camper. Be a great way to cap off this stream if I got the ticket and advanced my master rank. Right? I mean, I guess I should, if anybody isn't aware of what I'm talking about. My master rank is currently capped until I do a certain mission that allows me to advance it further. I'm stuck at 69, which is a very attractive offer, but there's some monsters you can hunt once you reach 70, so. Can't, listen, being stuck at 69, that's for boys. You know, it's a funny laugh, but it's for boys. Real men advance it to 70 so they can kill more stuff. Waste more time in a video game rather than spending time with loved ones. That's the real man's way. And I won't take anybody in my chat telling me otherwise. It is the real way, and every other way, that's fake. Someone else created that to make you feel bad about yourself. And I won't allow it in my chat. I fucking love. I feel like I should play Dead Rising, the original Dead Rising, just for that guy alone. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, there's this fucking fantastic. Where on earth is this fly taking me? Where am I going? I need some chill shrooms. There's a great fucking boss fight with that guy in Dead Rising 1. He's a shop owner, and he just has the fucking best delivery of any line, like, ever. He's like, you want to vandalize my store? I won't allow vandalism in my store! He's the fucking best, and I aspire to be like him. Raging Brachinius, no, you're not Raging Brachinius, but just don't, okay? You tried to punch me? I said no to you. You're bad, man. He's surrounding the spot with explosion juice so I just get stuck in it. And it worked. It fucking worked. God damn it. I was going to talk about how stupid he was for even trying that shit with me, but it worked. And I'm a bit embarrassed. A little too close to that explosion for my liking. Is there an Aragon here? Uh-oh. Ah, I keep stepping in the explosion juice. You're not supposed to do that against this young lad. I just hear a lot of explosions like near me, and I know it's not coming from him, so I'm not sure who it's coming from. I think one of them was kind of next to me just now. What was that? Is Aragon here? Aragon, go somewhere else. You got other people to fuck with? Where is the other person who is in this hunt? What are they doing? Oh, they're hunting the Glavenus. You know what? I'm okay with that. Division of labor. By the time one of us defeats our monster, they'll be able to help the other person. Or we'll both die fighting against the temper monster on our own. I thought I fainted because that happened. He fainted as soon as I got hit. So I'm glad that wasn't me. But also, don't die. I'd like this for this to be the last hunt of the day for me. Yeah. Stop punching! No more of the punches. Punch too much. You punch too much, you stinky bad man. Woo! Close, but no cigar. I'm hoarding them for myself. I don't even smoke them. I just want you to not have them. Boy. Come here, boy. Help me defeat this Brachinius. That was Kratos as a monster hunter. It was one of the dumbest bits I've ever done. I apologize. That's right. Do you see me luring him into this lava right now with my big fucking smart ass brain? Uh-oh. You missed me, stinky bad man. Kind of done. The fact that he didn't have explosion juice come out of his head just now is really weird. Uh-oh. He might be mad. He's a bit pissed. I mean, like, he's not raging Brachiosaurus, because that'd be much worse than that. But he's definitely a mad Brachiosaurus. It's definitely like a mildly displeased Brachiosaurus. Like someone like you know, it's not like anybody punched him or you know, like slept with his wife. He's not raging, but he's like someone was. He was working the grocery counter and someone was talking on their phone and it irked him and it got him upset. So he's like an irked Brachiosaurus. I'm coming up with some really dumb stuff today, aren't I? Alright, which one of you fuckers is gonna get out of here? Ah! Lavinus! No! Get out of here, I pooped you. Brachiosaurus, are you gonna let me just come in here and get this flower? Because that'd be mighty sweet of you. Thank you. Arigato ne. Arigato ne. Uh-oh. Anger man. Anger man. Anger man. Boy, he pissed. Did that guy follow the Glavinus? I mean, once again, I'm okay with it, like division of labor, but I feel like if I were in his situation, I would have stayed where the other hunter was. Maybe that's just me. I don't know. He can do whatever he wants. I don't give a fuck. Yeah, fuckwit! I tricked you into doing that. See how much bigger my brain is than yours, Brachiosaurus? Despite your gigantic size, my brain is somehow bigger. It is very heavy. It is very heavy. It makes me very hard. It makes it very hard for me to hunt. You know what? If I could beat with my big smart brain, while you have a technically larger brain, that'd be pretty fucking funny, dude. Are you even trying raging Brachiosaurus? You're not even raging. I don't even know why I called you that. Because you got that slight orange color. Orangey. Orangey no Brachiosaurus. Ouchie. Ach, ach, ach. God damn it, this idiot just fucking fainted again. Maybe I should join them so they stop fainting. I mean, I don't want to be mean about it. You know, this game is hard, but bruh. Can you not? We're trying to win here. I don't know if you knew this or not. Oh, he's gonna come charging at me. Yeah, he's pissed. Yeah, he pissed. Ho's mad. Uh-oh, I'm gonna blow up that guy. I got blast lights on my fierce. Don't stop. Please stop, sir. Uh-oh. Yeah. This guy has the gall to have his call out, if you die, get good. When he died twice and I only died once. Nasakene. That's a pretty good one. I'll take that. Well, I still don't have my VIP ticket and I'm still not Master Rank 70, so that's pretty disappointing. I failed you all. I kind of gotta pee, but I don't gotta pee that badly. But if I don't pee, then I'm gonna need to pee in the middle of the hunt, and I don't want that either. Oh. I guess I better pee. I'll be right back. Finish off my water first, so I don't have to pee later. hungry. I'm so hungry. Please let me get my VIP ticket so I can go eat. Tugma balls.
いいじ
That's a good one, actually. I've never heard that one before. Is there anybody doing this that I can believe in? I would love to get this one done as my last hunt. I would love it, but like, people keep dying, including me. But I only died once out of the 2 times I've done this hunt. All right, I really hope someone else will join this hunt, and I really hope that they won't die and leave me stranded all alone to death. Please, some high-level hunters join us and carry us. It's so sweet of you to do that. Wow, such nice people. I think, like, I'm not positive, but I think hunts get more, like, get recommended to more people who, when they're looking for SOS flares, if it's got more than one person in it. So it could be that joining this person's hunt will allow us to be more visible. So hopefully more people will join after I'm in. I would really love to see some more people join in. That's all I'm saying here. Like, I'm sure I can handle it by, like, just by ourselves, but at this point, just be nice to have some extra hands on deck. Some hands that I can trust. Some strong, firm hands that will carry me, hug me, and love me. Should probably just go wherever they are. They're clearly hunting already. Take me there, make me care. I have your tracks, Sclavinus. I know your address. I'm going to send you a letter full of bees. I think they were just here and just left. I'm not positive, but it does seem to be the case. Please don't, like, put me to sleep while I'm trying to check these tracks, Gremmelkind. Be really rude of you. Gajalaka, sorry. I'm getting my Monster Hunter lore wrong. What is this guy doing exactly? He's spinning around in circles. There's a monster over here. Well, they're coming this direction, so maybe they're being smarter than the last person who's joining me. I say that, but I, like, welcomed the division of labor before. But you know what? I was wrong. Alright? I'm admitting a mistake. This clearly would have been better if I'd had some more backup. But not backup that's going to get punched immediately. He might be underneath a rock. No, not close enough. Oh, he's right underneath a rock right now. If we can get him. Oh, no. Turned away too fast. How are you? You turned right towards the guy who's hunting you, but you cannot see. You are blinded right now. I see it. Stinky buraki diosu. I don't know why you do the evil things that you do. All these nice parts. Thank you. Appreciate it. Is he mad right now? I think he's mad. It's sometimes kind of hard to tell, but I think he's mad. He is exploding immediately, so that would lend credibility to the idea that he is in fact slightly upset. I am very close to death. I got very close to dying just now. Oh, you're so close to getting fucked up, boy. Getting so close to getting fucked up, boy. Oh, good. We're getting a third person. Excellent. Maybe we can get a fourth. Oh, sweet. El Gajaleka stun paralyzed with a monster. I don't know if I actually didn't. Okay, he was definitely pissed before. His slime is so much greener than I remember because I think I've hunted more Raging Merkidios recently. Uh-oh. Poe's mad. Come on, get him. Come on, get him. Come on, get him, boy. Yeah. Woo! Oh, he pissed. I didn't notice he got pissed again. Why is this Brachideo so raging? He's not even a raging Brachideo. I say stupid things. I feel like I've spent too much time around Sean. Like, that guy is always making dumb puns that no one understands, so it's starting to affect my brain. I'm starting to say some dumb shit. It's all his fault. Why did you make me this way? Answer, Green! You must hold him accountable for his crimes. There must be no escape. Take him to court. You made me start making dumb puns. How will you repay? For fuck's sake. Finally had what looked like a good chance to beat these fuckers, and the session fucked me over, so I'm going to leave now. Is this even worth it at this point? Should I just try something else and try to get my ticket and call it a day? Or do I keep trying fruitlessly, clearly, to complete it on a fucking SOS? If I get a good SOS, the game is just gonna fuck me, isn't it? Thank you, Monster Hunter. Thank you, Capcom. Oh, I love this game. I mean, it's not like I couldn't have hunted them by myself, but I really don't want to. And that's my excuse, and I'm sticking to it. I can handle anything and everything. I just don't feel like it. Elatrion, Fatalis, I could solo them. Just not feeling it today. Tail Raid Safari's return. That's impossible. I like just sent them out. Don't even fuck with me.
Easy.
Nope, that guy dies too much. I'm not hunting with him. I could do that. I've already hunted an Odogaron today, though. But everything else is probably going to be stupid stuff that I don't want to hunt. Nah. I'll do this one. How is this guy in Master Rank and missing 2 cams? This is like the second person I've run into today that's just missing a ton of camps despite being into Master Rank. How do you do that? Do you not explore it all? The vistas are beautiful. Go fucking see what's up. Smell the roses. Touch the flowers. Touch my penis. I don't know, dude. I gotta get all these tempered investigations while I can. I always forget on tempered hunts that, like, you need to gather tracks and stuff so that you can get more tempered hunts. I always end up neglecting it because I'm always like, I don't know, I already got fucking fully resourced, fuck it. But then I remember, oh, it's important. Oh, there's a nice material sitting here for me. That's nice. hunt like just start? I'm not even hearing the music. The game hasn't recognized that I'm in combat yet. I'm like a ninja. I stab into your back. You know I'm here, but you can do nothing about it, Samsonath. You are at my disposal, like it or not. Alright, how long does it take for him to notice me? There he is. Good job, buddy. You did it. Gold star. Really. Great job. Go home now. Go home now. So I can kill you in your sleep. Stinky bad man. Here now, Anjanath. You must feel sick, and with all that screaming you're doing, okay, all right. No, you're grounded. That's not okay. Can't just do that. I think there's vital lilies around here. I see one of them going for it. There's nothing Anjanath can do about it. I do not understand what's with all the frame stutters recently. Like, this happened last time I was playing Monster Hunter 2. Monster Hunter usually runs great on my machine. So I have to wonder if maybe it's just I gotta replace some old parts. I mentioned that earlier, but I have had my computer... Jesus, when did I buy this thing? 2017. So it's been more than 3 years since I bought this computer, and I haven't upgraded anything since I got it. So it's possible some parts are wearing a bit out. Idiot! Move around some. I'm trying to do damage here. Knock it off. Quit dropping stuff. It's distracting for me. I gotta touch the Goodreads. Alright. Back to work with this. Hey. That's 2 mounts on you, Anjanath? You can't get enough of me, can you? You want me all over you, don't you? Well, alright. If you insist. I can't see anything. You smash your tail into that rock. See what it does for you. Oh, did that hurt? Did that hurt because your tiny pea brain didn't recognize that smacking yourself into a wall would be painful? You fucking dope. This slide is more useful than I initially gave credit for. Man, she's just like moving on out. She's not sticking around for long. I barely actually had a chance to fight her because we keep knocking her over. Just disappointing, Anjanath, to see you fallen from grace in such a way. That's not Baroth. I thought those Aptonoth were Baroth for a second, but then I realized they were tiny and pathetic. I think Baroth is kind of tiny and pathetic too, but let's not talk about that, okay? It hurts his feelings. It's funny, like, I have so many materials in this game. I really doubt I need to do any more mining for like a good long while, but it's just so ingrained in me, like, oh, Mining crap, crap, time to do the mines. Shut up. Shut up, stupid. You're stupid. I spent how long walking over so I could do a little damage to you and you're just gonna saunter away? Just rude, Anjanath. Just inconsiderate the things that you do. I'm gonna break one of your legs so you fall over. It's gonna feel really bad for you, but good for me. Yeah, just keep walking. Like you don't need to be involved in all this. Get out of here. Get out of here, you scamp. Don't make me use the T word on you. Tiny baby. Tiny baby. Tiny baby. That's right, you better run. I know you hate that word. He's out of here. I don't want to touch the dung beetle. Dung beetle didn't do anything. Let's go Power Axe mode and really rock him out. Come on, boy! That fucking hurt, didn't it? You bitch. I don't endure. I have some damage to do to you. Uh-oh, that might hurt. That might hurt. All right, let's get out of here. Thank you. We got 4. Come on. Yeah. Fuck you, idiot. Stop. Don't be stinky and bad at the same time, Anjanath. Haven't I told you over and over across multiple lessons? Don't be a stinky bad man. Stinky, you know what stinky bad men get? Poo-poo. Is that what you want? Poo-poo in your stocking? Santa's gonna lay a log right out into your stocking, you stupid idiot. And you know what? I put laxatives in the cookies so it'll be an extra milky one if you're a bad, bad girl. Is that what you want? Milky poo-poo in your stocking, Anjanath? I don't think you do. I don't think you want that. Hey, this is gonna hurt. Yeah. Oh, hi. Night, Paolumu. I didn't forget your name. I would never do such a thing. I think, Nightshade, that's it. Is it? Nightshade Paolumu? That doesn't sound right either. Nightshade is a DC character, right? Can they get away with calling it Nightshade Paolumu? Spooky Paolumu. Spooky Paolumu. I wasn't sure if they were going to let me sharpen, but I think that's a null point by now. Fuck you, idiot! I love that. That was such a good feeling. Feels like I one-shot that damn tail off. Why are you trapping? Oops. I didn't notice you doing it. I know it's spooky Paolumu. Thanks for the help, Paolumu. I appreciate it. Works for me. Thanks for the wake-up call there, Paolumu. Appreciate you. What armor are they wearing? I don't recognize that. It looks good. They're all here. Everybody's here today. Everyone is here. It's just like Smash. Play the Smash theme song. And Jeanette's here, and so is Baroth and Palomar. They're all mad at me, but I don't care. I'm going to poop. Heights of creativity. Come on, get him, Cactuar. Come on, get him. Yeah, fuck him up. Did Baroth run away? That's probably this situation. Oh. Ooh, that could have been bad. Fuck you, idiot. You were going to try to hit me. I thought I was fucked, but you're a dumbass, so it didn't work. Come on, let's get the other way. Fuck you, idiot! Oh my god, I'm a champion, a god of hunters. Admiral? More like Sadmiral, because he's not even close to as good as me. I'm killing it today. I'm such a funny, funny man. You can shout, but you cannot hide. I will never allow you to. Do not fucking disconnect me right now. I'm gonna cry. Where's that tail? Somewhere over here. They're wearing. I see now they're wearing Namiel armor. No wonder I like it. I'm a big fan of that armor. I got it on PS4. I haven't gotten it here because I just haven't felt like putting that much effort into it. But I do love that armor. I should get that. Spend some time getting that hot arm, baby. Okay, Baroth is here again. That's cool. He just keeps interrupting, doesn't he? Even though he's just not capable of doing anything here. Fuck you. I didn't want to jump on this one. I'm fucking out of here. Fuck you. I'm out of here. Uh-oh. That's right, I dodged with my slidey slide move. I'm dodging it all with my slidey slide move. That one I slid into. Whoa. Which leg is broken now? It's so hard to tell when they have the stinkies all over it. Ah! The fuck? I managed to block the first part of that attack by accident, and then it just ruined me. Well, I mean, I tried to help them. No one can say I didn't. I'm rather hurt. Fuck! Oh, that was close. Stop. Anjanat bad. Oh gosh. Ah! Daddy's gonna sneeze coming. I guess it's a bit late to say that since it already happened, but just in case anybody who joined immediately after the sneeze needed to know, I did just sneeze. It was very exciting. I felt very good about it until I didn't. I feel like I picked up a ton of honey today.
Hi, idiot.
Uh-oh. Come on, send him an entry. Come on, do it. That's wrong. That was bad. You did it bad. Suck it. Did not like where that situation was going. I'm glad I didn't get hurt. I've been embarrassing in front of my new friend Oreo Swirls. My new best friend Oreo Swirls. Uh-oh. Fucking suck it, idiot! I'm rocking your shit today, Anjanath! Are you aware of the reckoning that is your body? Oh, I fucking missed. Oh, I'm so upset by that. That would have been so much damage if I had hit it. She just got up so quick. We knocked her down too many times. She's getting up too fast now. We're doing too well at the game. Oh, alright, that didn't take it very far. Kind of did it into a tree, huh? Whoa! That attack is always so sudden. Always followed by like a really guttural sound. Maybe that's like supposed to be the indicator for it. There's a really guttural sound that happened before that attack, and I do not like it. I do not like hearing it. Just feels good to work with a pro like this guy. Like, he knows what he's doing, and I'm proud to be hunting with him. It's not often you get to be it's not often you get to be a pro among pros. I want to transition into Power X mode, but I'm not really getting a good chance to do so. Fuck it. Oh, of course, now my shield charge is going to start around. I should have just charged my shield. That was dumbo mode. Hey, that's number 3, you dumbass. I'm a mounting champion. I'm a rodeo champ. You cannot fuck me off. I will stay on you as long and as hard as necessary. I will ride you all night if that's what it takes. And you will never stop me. Come on, just my sword charge is starting to wear out. Thank you. Then it got pulled. I didn't get to discharge, so that was fucking. Thank you so much, Longsword, for knocking me out of my charge. Piss pants. That's what you are, Anjanath. Little piss pants, baby. Hand's cramping up, but not the hand that I hurt. Like, I fucked up this hand, and yet it's not really hurting that bad. But my other hand, the hand that is perfectly fine, is starting to cramp up for some reason. I don't understand that. Why does my body do weird things? That should be the name of a book about puberty. Why does my body do such weird things? Where the fuck am I going? I don't even know. It is Nightshade Paluma. Okay, I wasn't crazy. I'm pretty sure that's a Marvel character, or not a DC character though. I don't know if they can get away with that, but apparently they have. So who cares? I almost aimed at the wrong one, and I missed both of them as a result. Oh, come on, that wall didn't knock you over. Yeah, fucking pussy, dude. Oh, there was a part there, it disappeared as soon as I tried to grab it, and I'm upset about that. I didn't like that. That wasn't as good a chance of getting it as I thought it was. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I'm cutting you up now! Woo! Butcher's in town, baby! You go try to limp away now, little baby bitch. Is this person a man or a woman? I can't tell. I think they're playing a woman. I don't know the armors well enough to be able to be like, oh yeah, that's a lady's armor. It looks like a lady's armor, but I'm not sure. Fuck you, idiot! Fuck you, idiot! You wanna get fucked, idiot? I missed! Again! Angelina, why are you being so stinky? Stop. Just for real. Oh fuck, he's stunned. Oh, I was gonna help him, but Angelina got him. Ah! I should have been paying attention to the monster instead of my friend. Hello. Oh, she mad. Please don't hurt me. Please don't hurt me. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Oh, that was very close. I could have died in front of Oreo swirls. I don't want that. She cannot breathe fire anymore. There's no red on her. I have nothing to fear. Yeah! You bitch! I dodged you, didn't I? You fucking idiot! Uh-oh. The throat grow red. I must avoid the damage. By breaking your leg! Yes! I am a king! And I will! Don't miss, don't miss. Fucking Christ! Ah! Ah! That's the third time I missed that fucking discharge today. I'm gonna cry. And against you specifically. Why, Anjanette? Why? That's the fourth time you've been mounted today, Anjanette. And quite frankly, I'm happy to see it happen. I'm sick of your shit, son. Tired of it. Take your shit outside where it belongs. Come on, baby. I'm on discharge on you. I can't. I'm not at this distance. Please, let it happen. Please, daddy. Please, daddy. Please, daddy. Yes! Yeah! You bitch. You thought you could escape by running away? You cannot! I'm losing my mind out here, guys. I don't know what to say. You fucking idiot! I must stop her from running away again. It will be done! Your death cometh! Wait, you're just gonna... No. Do not run away. You cannot escape that which is inevitable. Your death! I will hunt you to the ends of this earth, Anjanath. You shall have no safe haven. Your mother's house? Tapped. Your father's house? Burned. You will have no escape from my wrath as I rend you from this earth. Yeah! Who did you think thou hit exactly? Me? Nay. Please stop trying, Anjanath. I'm tired of fighting you. Quite frankly, it's enough. It's enough of this. I can kill this right now. Are you kidding me? Right now, this is gonna be so badass. My friend Oriosaurus is gonna love me. And then I'm gonna fucking give you one of these! Come on! Yeah! We're not letting you go back to your rest bed. You're gonna die right here where I want you to. Don't like it? Shouldn't have died then, idiot. Oh, I so hope. Yes! God, the little things in life. That felt so satisfying to stop her from going to bed. I gotta send this guy my guild card. I love them. This person, like I said, it's hard to come by quality professional hunters, and this is one of them. You and I were few of a kind. Do you mind, Kestadon? Please don't ruin this special moment for me. Please tell me I got that VIP ticket. If I didn't get it, I'm gonna cry. Yes! Thank you! What an excellent last hunt. Refresh attack. Dude, that's a good one! I have many things to do here now.
Easy.
I don't know why I chose Piscean Wyvern. Piscean Wyvern is a garbo one. Oh, I should do my deliveries while I'm here.
フィー
I blanked on what I was doing for a second, so I just kind of stood there, but it's cool. I figured it out. Alright, well, I only had like an hour before the event was actually over, so kind of got it right on time. I basically didn't even read those. I just kind of chose a random one because Taylor Safari's don't matter at all anymore. Let me see some of the stuff that I unlocked. Shit. Did I get my Fun Fright Fest Hippolico armor? Because I think I forgot. I mean, at this point, it's kind of a moot point. I feel like I've probably earned enough accidentally to not have to worry about it. That's not what I meant to do. Right, I have a bunch of stuff. Sweet Tooth. Pure Decadence. Yo, that's so fucking fancy. I don't like that they're showing add-on content here now, although I guess I do prefer being able to preview it over buying it blindly. Oh my god, I want those Poogie Lanterns so bad. Whoa! That is a lot of DLC. Oh no! I might have to buy that. The jazz version of Proof of Hero is so fucking good. I have to buy that. It's $5. God damn it. I'm gonna have to buy that though. I fucking love the Monster Hunter Jazz album. It's so good. Pretty sure I used it in a video at some point. Go away, Steam. God, I only wanted to see what I actually earned. I didn't know that all this DLC stuff got added as... What the fuck? Something you can see. That's a bit too fancy for my liking. Why can't they just get like a normal, comfortable looking couch? They're all fancy and weird looking. Oh man, now there's all this other crap. Frightful Pumpkin. Oh, it's so cute. So many pages of this crap. I think I saw it all. Oh, that's so cute. What do I have now? Paper lantern? Fuck that. Pumpkin lantern. Bitch. Some of these rugs could actually be worth it. I've never been a big fan of the rugs that are available. That's so cool, but I don't want it to replace what I have now. But that is so cool. Oh my god, they added a lot of options for this. Brand appreciation figure. Fatalis, Elatrion, Charizard Volta. They get all the monsters in here, baby. That's pretty cool. I like that. Probably an easy thing for them to work in since the model is readily available and it just looks good. Probably won't use them because I really like that Shield Spire guy, but which I think I unlocked some kind of spooky Shield Spire guy. So if he looks funnier or spookier, I'll take him. Ooh, that Namiel one looks good though. God, the room and the room customization was just such a brilliant move. Like, I loved it as soon as I saw it, but like, with every new thing they add, it just becomes more apparent that it's just a genius thing to add to this game. Is that it? Nope. Okay, just all the DLC stuff, isn't it? And I'm gonna have to look at it so I don't have to see these exclamation points anymore. I really like these Splendid rugs. They're very nice. I might have to get those. Splendid flag. Oh! Yeah, I need these. Alright, so what do we have up? Sky Lantern, Godlike Balloon, and Grimlock Balloon. I like the Grimlock. I like the Godlike Balloon. So I'm gonna turn in this one for the glowing testicle. And the Sky Lanterns with the ghost, spooky ghostman. Oh, I do like that. I just like spooky stuff, man. I'm all about it. I like that a lot. What do I even have up here now? I don't even know. Oh my god, I need more of these Palico portraits. They're so good. That is handsome. He is a handsome man. Oh, but I can't get rid of that or that. That one I can probably replace. That one's pretty fucking good. I can still fit master. All right, great additions. I have to get that jazz album. I need. Oh, I was already using the Admiral one. Good. At least I'm pretty on brand with my affection for him. Oh, good. All right. Well, thank you for joining me on another Captain Mac live stream. This is a fucking great one. I love to talk with my boys. Reconnecting everybody. I feel really good. I'm going to go stressfully watch the election come in while eating ice cream and crying to myself. Have a good night, everybody.